We hear them.
I know.
Welcome everyone to the 130th episode of the Home Theater Hub. And I'm going to jump right into it today. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please shoot us an email to hometheaterhublive@gmail.com. And all that great YouTube stuff, like, share, subscribe for that algorithm.
Ring that bell.
Yes. Ring that bell.
Ring that bell.
And then
Arch, lift that bell.
And then if you'd like Abe to design a theater for you.
Oh my God, early. Thank you.
Bright and early. Because I always wait to the end.
I'm blushing.
All right. I always wait to the end to do this stuff. But
why
we do need some guests.
Why does it feel like it's going to be a long show today? Don is in the zone.
No, Don is tired today. Don has worked about 70 hours already this week. So I'm dragging through this one.
Okay, go on with the Abe stuff. Don't let me surprise.
I am dragging through this one. I promise you that.
Been a great show. Bye. Oh.
But I did have some fun this week. Mr. Bill Murphy came over. He was supposed to join us today. He came over, and those of you that were in the chat, in the Home Theater Hub chat, he dropped off the Mag Theatron 21-inch ported subwoofer. So I didn't get to play with it, but we did mess around with it a little bit when he was here on Saturday. So we watched a couple demos, hooked it up. We also experienced the Arvolution in 8K.
Oh my goodness!
And I'm going to tell you what. Just give you a little teaser. It was good.
It's legit.
It was good.
Was it legit to quit?
And I ran it straight through to the JVC with only the JVC's processor in filmmaker mode. And I put Bad Boys, the newest Bad Boys on, because I know that's like a visual reference to watch. And man, oh man, that thing was good. With no Lumigen, with no Mad VR processing, just the Arvolution upscaling, and then hitting filmmaker mode on the NZ800, and man, it was good. It was really good.
Box, huh?
Yeah, no, it's got me to the point to where I'm thinking about watching all my movies through the Arvolution instead of the Kaleidoscape.
Uh-oh. That's dangerous territory.
Man, those fighting words right
told
there.
You guys
boy.
that it was going to be a long show.
Man. Come on.
Wow.
I'm telling you.
I'm going to cut that piece up, and I'm going to have it loop in on the channel for the next 6 weeks.
I'm telling you guys.
That's just...
If you got the 8K player, does yours upscale to 8K, your JVC?
Yes, sir. The NZ7 upscales too.
You need to try it. I promise you. You're a video guy more than an audio guy.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I probably already set it up, but we can talk later to see what the setup is.
Okay.
It's all that and a bag of chips is what you're saying.
No, at least for the one movie that we tried out, but because I only had the one hard drive hooked up, I still got to get my NAS hooked up. It's inspired me to do that this weekend. I think, Paul, hopefully you're not camping somewhere because I'll probably be calling you.
Ooh, you're lucky. I might not be this weekend, but I will be working on my air conditioner.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, got an in-room air conditioner right here.
Like a split.
Yeah, luckily it actually cooled off today. It was like 89, and then
it is hot.
Got back down to like 84. So it's not horrible. But
I came upstairs this morning at 7:30, and it was already 76 degrees.
I'm surprised you're not at Jessica's house doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Because
she asked me if she's like, do you want to just come over here? And I was like, I think I'll be all right. And the basement stays it stays like 72 down in my basement. So
yeah,
probably I got a couch down there, so probably just sleep down there.
6:30 here and 105.
Yeah, I'm
degrees.
surprised. I'm surprised you're not remotely set up from a hotel room or from or from her house
Starbucks.
at
It'd
least.
be like, or I could start live streaming from a bar
You could, yeah.
if I have I mean, I got good enough noise cancellation,
Mm.
so
for sure.
that would be pretty fun.
Well, I know I jumped right into my week, but Paul, how was your week, sir?
Well, besides air conditioner breaking, and my
So what do
printer
you
not
think it is?
working, and
Just capacitor?
yeah,
Probably.
yeah.
They're just gonna
I went
replace the
outside and the fan wasn't spinning, and it was just whining, and I was like, "What?" So I just stuck a screwdriver in there and just did the little spin, and it took off. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's the
Could be a
capacitor."
fan motor though. Could be the fan motor.
Well, normally that's a capacitor because it takes so much voltage and current to kick both the
Yeah.
compressor and the fan on. That's a common problem. That's exactly what happens.
Mhm.
The capacitor.
Yeah, I have to replace that capacitor like every 2 years at my. For
Yeah,
my
it's a very I have
That's what
I have a
someone
capacitor.
said. Order another one, and this has been
that-
there for like 10 plus years. I was like, yeah. As soon as I get this one, I probably will order another one.
Well, I live in Florida also. My AC runs like 300.
Yeah, that's
days a
probably
year.
that's probably why. Yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm like, yep, as soon as I get it, I'll probably order another one just to have it on hand.
I recently had, because I try to keep my AC maintained, but I recently had where the AC was just not cooling and it was just staying all the time. I'm like, oh, what's going on? I'm thinking, okay, the coils froze up there. I get up in there and find out the zip ties that the plenum, the flexible duct mounts onto the distribution box, it had dry rotted over the time of being in the attic and the heat. It popped the zip tie and the ductwork basically slid off the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it's trying to cool the
So all I had to do was slide it back on, put a new zip tie. So I figured while I was there, I changed all the zip ties, secured everything, secured any leaks, working like a charm now. So sometimes it's a simple.
Yep. Pretty much.
Yeah. No, I don't. I have a guy that takes care of my air conditioner too. So
Yeah,
he's pretty reasonable.
We pay a company to come service it,
Ooh.
and they do it during the summer and
Yeah.
the winter. Because man, the one time it went out on me, it was not a fun experience.
No,
So
I was thinking that dude. We've had the air conditioner go out a couple times upstairs, and obviously, in the Florida heat, upstairs is hotter, right? So I've literally like thrown the mattress down the steps and slept downstairs. You know what I
Like,
mean? 'Cause it's we had to do that like twice, and we replaced the upstairs unit last year, and I'm waiting for the downstairs unit to go because we didn't replace the interior portion, but we replaced the exterior. But I'm waiting for the exterior one to go because I want to upgrade it. I have a 3-ton downstairs, and I want to move it up to a 3.5 ton. So that way it can help with my theater. See if it helps with my theater a little bit. With I don't want to go too far. I don't want to go to a 4-ton because then you're going to start hearing the whistling and all that stuff like that. So
Yeah, if you get too
thing that-
large, it
Mhm.
actually causes problems.
Right.
Too.
One key thing I found over the years here, especially in Georgia and probably for Florida too, is and learned this from an old AC guy. So during the summer, don't use those expensive, very thick filters in your air conditioning system. Get the cheapest one you got, the one that's the loosest weave, because what happens, that thing is overworking so hard and it actually stifles the air going through the filter. Ends up causing the coil to kind of freeze over because it just can't get enough air moving. So like we had that happen one time. So we simply just replaced these really expensive filters with like some cheap entry level filters that allow more airflow through, and it worked like a charm. It stabilized the system. The coils went back to normal.
Wow.
well,
So-
just when I thought you needed more expensive filters so you can stay alive a little bit longer, it's like kind of cheap.
Well, and the thing is, there's a misconception.
yeah, the one with the micro.
Yeah, it's a
filtering.
misconception that you need all that, but actually it
What are
doesn't.
those numbers? The
it-
12, 10, 8. I always get the 1 to 12.
Like I said, they choke the system. Exactly right. Because
What?
it's a misconception you need all that because it actually does more harm than good to your system. But it was eye opening for me. So that's what we do in the summer. Now when it gets fall and stuff, I may throw in a little bit more fancier filter in because it's not operating as much.
Welcome to the HVAC podcast, where we talk all things.
Where none of us know anything, but we're going to talk about everything, all the problems.
No experience, Nate. So
yeah, I know.
Seriously.
Just like electricity.
I got my car AC working.
Electricity and HVAC, I pay somebody to do it. You will not see me messing around with both of them. I'll change my air filter and I'll pour some cleaning solution down the drainage pipe to keep it clean. That's about it, man.
No, I'll go out and I will
clean the
I will use the shop vac to I'll use the shop vac to clean out the the drip line and stuff like that. I'll do that, and I'll change the filters. But yeah, no, we have an AC guy that comes in maintenance, usually does the maintenance, and he's like, you just want to replace the
water heaters now. Anybody? How many times people flush their? Never mind.
The calcium buildup in the bottom of your water heater is causing issues.
Yeah, right.
Anode rod. When was the last time you replaced that?
Welcome to Home Improvements 101, the podcast where we discuss.
Hey, you got to have a good home for your home theater.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying right there.
So even 33-inch subwoofer guy says,
HVAC is important. It is.
We need HVAC for sure. For sure.
You're not watching Sound of Music in the heat in Texas.
No, for sure. So, how was your week, Abe? What were you able to do? Anything exciting?
I had a great week. Yeah, I had some a lot of work, but I did have a very interesting little visit to Trilith Studios, which is a local movie studio here, not too far from my house. And I'll be bringing it up in the segment when we start talking about movies we've watched because it ties into that.
Ah,
yeah,
very good. Nice little teaser.
Yeah,
nice little teaser there. And
I did my homework.
Ah, you did your homework. Yeah. Did your homework. Nice. I like the background.
Good student.
Well,
yes, let's go Knicks.
Let's go Knicks. I don't know, man. I was rooting for the Knicks until the fans decided to act a fool. So now I hope they lose, just to be honest with you.
Man, after that crap the Spurs played the last game.
Yeah, that was bad. That was poor coaching is what that was. That was absolutely poor coaching on the Spurs part. There's no way that you would come back from 29 on me, down 27, 29 points on my team. None. There would be absolutely no way it would happen. So, and then the Spurs guy should have just dribbled the ball out instead of trying to make a layup with
look, I'm not a big conspiracy guy, but man, you cannot convince me that game wasn't so like. Well, I'm a Spurs fan.
My friend had like a 5-team parlay put all on that, and he lost. The Spurs lose. The Spurs losing cost him like $800 from that parlay. He had everything else right, but yeah. All right,
I'll be mad.
Yeah. So, what about you, Ike? How was your week, sir?
My week was good. Busy, all work and very little play. But it's been a good week.
Very good. Very good. Well,
I didn't do my homework though, so let me just go ahead and confess now.
Yeah, I'm about to go into that too because I think every day this week I've left my house at about 4:30, some days 3:30 in the morning, and I've been literally working till like 8 o'clock at night every night. So just busy, super busy termite season. So it's just really, really busy, and I'm down some people too. But luckily, I was able to have. I think I had like, I don't know, guys. Let me talk to you about this. I had probably 20 interviews set up in the past 4 days.
Oh,
And I think I think maybe 6 people actually showed up to the interview.
wow.
Dang.
Jeez.
It's just crazy, man. I don't know what I have no clue what well, I guess I have a clue, but yeah, it just baffles me. And then I got one guy shows up, he's in the middle of changing a rental car. And he's like driving. I'm like, are you driving on an interview?
That's real life problems. Man.
Yeah. So
You gotta
Yeah,
be
well-
you gotta be flexible with stuff like that.
you,
You got my full attention. Hold on.
yeah. Yeah. Are you driving while on an interview? I mean, come on, man. You're gonna drive a company vehicle. What does this show
They're
me?
showing you how multitasking he is.
He's showing
How
you his
able he can
driving skills.
multitask.
You can
Anyway.
trust that he's a good driver now.
Yeah.
Isn't that what you need?
I literally called him out too. I was like, dude, are you driving on an interview? He said, I'm sorry, I had to drop off. I said, okay, I'm sorry. This interview's over.
Ah, man. I'd be like that. I'm just joking. I don't care.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
I had a guy call me out. I had a guy call me out because he did something earlier in his life, which I agree in rehabilitation and second chance and stuff like that. But hey, you know what? Unfortunately, the state of Florida doesn't, and you can't do something and then be walking around people's houses and then and stuff like that. So it was like he gave me about a good 20-minute lecture on how we should help him rehabilitate himself and everything else. Which, look, I agree with him 100%. People make mistakes when they're younger, right? And people
Just
do
not your
deserve second
company,
chances.
so.
Right, exactly. It's not my company. Right. So anyway, that was my week. So you now hear what I've been
Yeah,
doing.
that's a lot. That's a lot. 6 people out of 20, man. What a waste
Yeah.
of time, too.
Yeah,
'cause you
and
had
you
to
just sit there and
block
wait for
your
them.
time.
Yeah.
You guys need a
Yeah.
good PR or something, man, or I don't
Yeah.
know. Man. Fix
Yeah.
your website or
I
something.
don't-
man,
I
'cause
don't- I
something
don't
is
know.
chasing people away, man.
I don't know if the lady just was like the talent acquisition lady. She was just like sent an email with a time and just didn't expect a response or what. You like, okay, your interview's set up. If you want the job, get on this interview.
Wow.
I
Yeah.
think that might have been what it was, but
Mhm.
whatever. I did get a couple good quality people though, so I think I got like I think I'm going to turn the corner by the beginning of next month, which will be great.
Anybody ask, hey, can I work from home with this job?
I know, right? Just sign me up if I can
No,
work. from-
the first thing, look, whenever I hire somebody, I always or I interview somebody, I always paint the dirtiest picture. It's like, it's like, look, you're going to be out in the heat. It's
Covered
100
in
degrees. You're going to be swinging a shovel. You're going to be down drilling concrete, blacktop, and sidewalk, and everything else. You're going to be on roofs in 100-degree heat. You're going to be doing this. I just paint the picture the worst possible. And if you still say no problem, okay. So, but anyway, so that was my week, and just like Ike, unfortunately, I was not able to do my homework. So if you guys want to talk about it, great. I know Paul, you were able to do it. I
We
think,
have a 2-parter for the
Yeah.
homework.
if you want to save it till next week, I'll promise that I'll make time this weekend to watch it. So
Save it if
Up
you
to you
guys
guys.
want to do that.
We can save it, but I'll forget about all
No,
my
you
drama.
can. No, I think we should talk about it. and
okay,
then-
yeah, because
then
no,
we
go
can
ahead.
come back and see if what they talked about is really.
Yeah, go ahead and talk about it because we did mention it to the people that were out there listening.
I
that we
want to
were gonna
know, and
watch
then
this.
I'm gonna go in there saying, "Oh crap!" I'm like, "Nah, it's really not that bad." Or I'm like, "Oh, it's even worse."
Shoot, I forgot I watched it until
Ah.
probably 5 minutes before the show. I was like, what did I watch this week?
Ugh.
I was surprised. I actually made it through the whole movie. It was enough at least to keep my attention. So
just
I-
know that he's staring at you back there. Man.
yeah, he's right there.
You might get knocked
Pretty
out.
much that's the whole movie right there. That's it. Everything that's the whole movie right here. You're staring at his face 90% of the movie. That's pretty much it.
Break yourself, fool.
That's 90% of the movie is staring at his face.
It kind of reminds. I've seen. I started this movie a while ago, so I know what I know about it. I started it. I think I watched like 15 minutes of it and fell asleep. But that was when it first came out, and so it was quite some time ago. But it reminds me of those. There's a couple horror films that you basically you're looking at people's online conversation the whole entire time. It's like bloop, bloop, you're just reading their conversations and stuff like that. So
Big
that's good.
advertisement for Amazon and Microsoft. It looked like.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
definitely what.
I've got some favorites from that, but
Yeah.
who should go first? Paul, you want to go first? You want me to go?
Go ahead, because
Okay, so
you're gonna be more. You're gonna be nicer than me, I bet.
it's corny. It's on the surface, I kind of like the idea of it. It probably it sounded good in the pitch when they were pitching the movie. It sounded probably really good. Okay, he's this super tech wizard guy working at the NSA, and he's got access to this, and he does all that stuff. But and then all of a sudden this major event happens with the aliens invading, because it's based on the H.G. Wells probably rolling over in his grave having seen that movie.
Loosely based.
Yeah,
Very
very,
loosely.
very extremely loosely based. But it was cheese. The acting from Ice Cube was just so sad, but it was sad in a kind of a funny way. So I actually kind of enjoyed it because it was just so cheesy. So actually, in the end, it was cheesy and it was stupid, but I don't know. I kind of liked it. And then there's just some corny things, like he's able to like hone in on everything in the city, and like he's trying to get a drone somewhere, then the drone gets knocked out of the sky and it falls on the floor, and he can see in the camera while it's in the street a homeless guy in the distance. So he's able to like figure out the homeless guy's cell phone number, and he calls the cell phone number of the homeless guy, said, "Hey, run out into the street and turn over the drone so it can take off again." And then the homeless guy's like, "No, man, I'm not going out there, man. It's this crazy. They got all these monsters and these aliens and stuff." He goes, "I'll give you free internet for a year." He goes, "That's not worth it. I'll give you $1,000 Amazon gift card." All right.
Yeah. Oh my God. Talk about.
And he goes out to do the work. I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay." So I was like, that was just like, but I lost it.
Abe is about to tell us the whole story. Don't tell us the whole story. Just
Dude, spoiler alert. I can tell you right now
tell us the
Dude.
whole story.
that had Amazon, Facebook, and Tesla.
Yeah.
Those were the three.
The three sponsors.
3 spots.
Yo, dude,
I
it was
know, maybe Microsoft Teams.
ridiculous.
Maybe Microsoft Teams maybe had donated a little bit to it because they did a lot of team shots.
Well, the sound, yeah.
So, but yeah, it was cheese. But I kind of like cheese. But let me tell you, this is so much better than that. Was that other crappy movie we watched last week? The pirate movie.
Yeah, Curse of the Tides.
Oh, this is much better than the pirate movie.
It got worse. It actually got worse reviews though.
Yeah, it's crazy, but like I said, I actually made it through. But like I said, I still thought it was cheesy, but I actually made it through. That Curse one just horrible, man. Man, it was.
You mean the
Abe
the
is
silent,
traumatized
not so
by that.
silent film?
Abe is traumatized by that movie, man.
There was no dialogue.
I'm still like haunted by that movie.
Yeah.
It was-
The curse. Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, that was just.
Sponsored by Tesla
yeah.
and Amazon, according to Jessica.
man.
Yeah, for sure.
It was ridiculous. I mean, it was there was a lot of. I don't mind taking liberties. I'm okay with that. but there's certain things that are just like, what the F, you know, because this movie is like a nostalgic, you know, storyline. So you just raping it. The thing that drove me nuts, and spoiler alert, it's, and I'm not telling anything that's going to ruin
I don't
the
think you're
movie.
going to spoil anything with this movie. So
The movie, yeah, exactly. That's my point.
Spoiler alert.
But
Spoiler
here's the-
alert: he sits behind a desk the whole movie.
The whole fucking
Here's the fucking thing that drove me nuts. Okay. The data started disappearing, right? So data started sucking out of things, right? Fucking aircraft carriers, fucking the data's out of them, so they fucking tip over. I'm like, dude, that's not how fucking boats float. They don't float off of data. God damn. Like, that's the kind of shit that you see in this movie. You're just like, and what? Okay, so that, and then one scene, like the data was sucked from the tanks. So the tanks are all broken down and falling apart and rusted because there's no data. I'm like, what the fuck is going? I was like, oh my God.
Like,
It's a metaphor.
like
It's a
data
metaphor.
as we all know it.
Yeah, I was just like, oh my God, dude. This is, and it's probably, I probably was a little more like, oh my God, because I also watched 28 Weeks Later, and they do these stupid fucking camera angles that I'm just like, no, in no world would someone be doing this or that or whatever the case may be. And Amazon needs to hire new drivers according to this movie, because the guy's driving, he hears something, and he's like, and he's driving the whole time like this. What?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't need to see the road. You know, I'm like, well, it's probably more, you know, could be more realistic, but I don't know. All the people that deliver for me seem like pretty confident drivers, unlike the person in this movie. But man, that pretty much sums up that movie. The new camera crap, just, I couldn't stand it. It was segue into, I watched the 28 Weeks Later, and they did the same thing where the 28 Weeks Later was like on the verge of being like a 7. Then they got to one escalator scene and it dropped to a 4.
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh my, are you effing kidding me? This movie was so good. Everything was great about it. And then apparently falling down escalators, 2 people go 20 different, you know, miles apart at the bottom of the escalator and can't find each other. And while they're walking down the escalator, every time they're like, someone's looking through a scope and the person's like, stop. And instead of like in the position, like you're walking down the escalator, all of a sudden they're turned around like this. Every time I'm like, come on. I mean, it was that the 28 Weeks Later was as if, oh, budget. Hey, we got to wrap this movie up by the end of the day. It's like, dude, we got 2 more years of fucking filming to do. Wrap it up. I was like, oh my God.
The movie was made in 28 weeks, basically.
Yeah. It was wrapped up in that. I mean, it was so good at the beginning too. So if you can get past some of that, or if you don't notice it, you probably really like it. But man, toward the ending, I was just like, oh my God, are you serious? Like, this movie was really good, and then it just got super unrealistic, super stupid. You got a trained military personnel. Of course, they're, like a, they do biology or whatever. They're a scientist, but they're trained. They're in the military carrying a rifle, and someone appears in their scope and they don't have the whereabouts to fire. They see like the bad thing in their scope. I'm like, come on, get the fuck out of here. Like, that's
maybe they were preserving the bullets.
Yeah. It's like, that's the one thing they know how to do off a reflex. And all of a sudden it's just like, oh, what?
Yeah, I don't know. I zombie movies. I think I explained this to me the last time. I just
Yeah,
can't-
but
I just
other than
can't do
that, like I
so.
said, man, we're talking like 80% through this movie. I was like, dude, this is a really good. This one's really
Well,
good.
Ice Cube's acting was kind of zombie-like. So I mean,
Ah, yeah, yeah.
so I mean, there's a kind of a tie-in between the two.
There you go.
Mhm. Yeah, that's yeah, that was.
Oh.
I don't have much else to say about War of the Worlds. That was just, yeah, it was
War of the
just,
Worlds. It was cheese, and it was
yeah, it was cheese beyond cheese. If you watch it as a zombiever movie, like a C movie, you probably have a lot more fun watching that movie.
yeah. Like I said, I like cheesy movies, but I like cheesy movies that can make me laugh from time to time because it's just so stupid. And this
Yeah.
was one of them. This was one of them. So I was able to keep my attention even though it was cheese. So I I give it that. So yeah, I'm not going to beat it down too much, but yeah, it wasn't painful. It wasn't like the other one. Yeah. Shelley,
Yeah.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to
there was
erase it
just,
from my
it was
memory.
just some of the silly stuff. Yeah.
Mm.
It was definitely you could be playing on your cell phone while you're watching that movie.
Yeah.
And I don't think you'd miss anything.
That's not.
So, were you able to watch anything else?
Hopefully.
You,
Mr.
Abe?
Paul?
Oh,
Either one of you guys.
I mentioned my two. The 28 weeks later, again, they kind of tied together because they used this kind of some of the same camera angle crap that I just hated. But yeah, other than that, no, that was the only two I got. But what about you, Abe? What else did you watch?
I am going to take over the screen, and my next video is going to involve a video. Next movie selection is going to involve a video I made. So I am going to
Showing off.
show and
Damn.
tell here. Share screen. Share screen. Share screen. This one. Share. Okay. So I'm going to press play on this as soon as it goes, and you can go to full screen. So I went to the Trilith Studio, which is here in Peachtree City, or right past Peachtree City. There's a Trilith Studio, and they have a theater not too far from right across the street from the studio. And they had a deal. They had special invite only to a group of guests. We could go see this movie and then go right across the street and actually see where it was filmed. So we could see all the set and everything, which was a pretty unique experience to go watch a movie and then go right across the street and see where it was filmed. So I thought it was a great opportunity. I said, well, I'm going to do a little bit of recording where they allowed us to record because we couldn't record everywhere. But we went on to the set of Trilith Studio and we saw where all the Marvel movies were made and a whole bunch of stuff. So it was a really good tour. So I highly recommend if you're ever in the Peachtree, Georgia area, go to Trilith Studios and check out their whole facility there. And they have a town called Trilith Town. There's a lot of places to eat and see, and a pretty cool movie theater. Well, interesting movie theater. So I saw The Breadwinner with Nate Bargatze, or however pronounce his last name. Very, very funny stand-up comedian. So this is his first movie, and I'm going to hit play on this here. What video go? So in the Trilith Studio, I thought this was kind of interesting. I took some pictures of the inside of the theater room. The interesting thing about this room is that they have two main theaters downstairs, but a whole bunch of smaller little theaters upstairs. So this theater was only three rows.
Like a screening room almost.
Yeah, like a screening room. Although, of course, I had to pick apart all the mistakes they made in the theater. And so I have this picture, which I thought was hilarious. The screen is off-centered, it's right up against the edge of the wall. So they have this black area here that's about 3 feet. So the designer, who doesn't know what the hell they're doing, just said, hey, because there's an aisle right here, he's going to put the screen with the midpoint of the seating, which is a faux pas. You never do that. You always put the screen with the midpoint of the room. You just forget that these seats against the wall are even there. So this was a major, like, what the hell were they thinking? So I thought that was kind of funny. So I had to bash him for this. And this is one of the first days I've gone in where they actually were using an LED screen. So it wasn't a projector. So the speakers were above and the subs were below. Had decent bass response, but I definitely did not like the LCRs above the screen at
So
all.
it was a video wall then.
Video wall. Yeah.
Oh,
That was
nice.
a pretty nice video wall. It's a pretty nice one. And it looked good. But I'm still, if I'm going to a movie, I want an old theater projector, you know, but it actually wasn't that bad. But I just thought it was hilarious that whoever made that decision and put the screen right up against the wall to sit in with the seats instead of the room was a bad idea. So we watched the movie, and then the cool thing is we got to go across the street when we were watching the movie to see the set.
No,
The actual movie. That's cool.
Yeah. So what was kind of cool, this is the house that they built on in a soundstage. But what I thought was cool about it, the whole neighborhood is just a gigantic printed backdrop. No LED wall, no fancy CGI. So when you see the movie, if anybody goes see it, that's all it is. It's just a printed backdrop.
That's crazy.
For the whole day. So when you in the theater and when you're watching the movie, it looks like a real neighborhood that they're looking down the street. But that's it. So this is the front of the house in the movie. And it's our tour person who we went there. So this is honest. So this whole house is in a soundstage. So then we got to go inside. And what's kind of cool is, you know, having just seen this movie, you can see like they have a picture frame with like the family right there on the end table when you walk in. There's the kitchen. And I'll share some cool stuff they were talking to us about that I thought was really cool is you see these ceiling tiles. All these ceiling tiles are removable. So if they need to do a shot in the kitchen, they can remove those ceiling, put lights in, put, you know, whatever the lighting, boom mics, whatever they need to do to get over the actors to light them and sound guys. So the whole ceiling can come apart for them to do that. And then they just lay back down when it's not needed for that, which I thought was kind of neat.
that is cool.
Yeah. So
That's
this
really
is the living room. So when you see in the movie, that's the living room with a lot of the scenes took place. And this is the backyard. And this horse becomes a very interesting character in the movie. But so yeah, this is just the backdrop of the backyard. A lot of all these pictures actually come from a neighborhood in Peachtree. Then as a neat little thing, Nate Bargazzi did a little, just like 3-dimensional, like a hologram thing where he thanked us for coming to see his set and talked about his career and what led to getting this movie made and everything. So it was pretty cool to have that happen. So it was just a neat experience. To see a movie and then go right across the street and see where it was filmed. The movie itself was okay. I give it a 7. It's
Okay.
kind of corny, but you know, given everything we got to do that day, it was pretty badass. So
That definitely heightens the experience for sure.
yeah, so
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
definitely so Trilla Studios just started doing this. So I'll definitely keep you guys aware in case there's a really, you know, crazy movie coming up that's really awesome and that they're going to do a movie tour combo. And we paid $40 to go see the movie and then go across the street and do a studio tour.
That's
Dang.
pretty good. That's pretty awesome.
Yes, budget friendly.
Yeah, budget friendly. Definitely budget friendly. So definitely encourage people to check it out. And I'll keep people posted if I see anything else. But this is one of the first ones that they did. I like that, but it was an awesome experience. And the Trilla Studios, it's just cool. I'm always happy when I'm on a movie studio. So those are really cool. So
That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
Glad to hear you had a good time. That's something that I would love to do. That would, you know, if they had something like that down here.
yeah, well, you know, Georgia's not too far away. We've got probably 10 studios just in Georgia, in Atlanta and surrounding areas. Trilla is probably the most interesting because they are interactive. They definitely do things like this and give back to the community and have things that they invite people to. So
That is
pretty cool. That's it. Just wanted to share that little bit with everybody.
That is awesome. That was really cool. I really enjoyed that myself. So Van Gool says he was able to watch Godzilla and Jaws that he got from the Groove sale. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Very
Yeah,
good.
I forget about Groove. I need to shop there more.
You know what? I speaking of Godzilla, I have yet to watch Godzilla -1 in my theater.
I haven't done that either.
I need to watch that. I have to put that on my list to watch because it's just on disc, so I keep forgetting about it.
Is that the one with Millie Bobby Brown in it? She in that one?
Godzilla -1?
There's
No.
one from
I thought
last
she was
year.
in one of these Godzilla movies.
Yeah.
Nah, this
no.
is the one from last year.
2 years ago now.
Or 2 years now. Damn,
Yeah.
2 years already.
Yeah, just
Man,
about.
I had
Yep.
to order that thing straight from Japan.
I ordered it
man.
from
I
Japan
paid-
too. Yep.
I
Ah,
paid some real good bucks. For
It
that
is
stuff,
it
man.
is supposed to be top tier reference start
It
to
is.
finish.
It is top tier reference. It is
Ah.
actually.
Top
I just
tier
got a
reference.
little bit jealous when they finally released it for US viewers. Like I could have
Ah.
just waited.
Yeah.
But
So Chris says he watched Top Gun Maverick and Midway on physical media.
Oh,
Midway is the
Ooh.
thing, man. Midway is a great movie.
Wait, I don't think I've seen Midway.
Midway is pretty good. You probably
Better
saw a
start
demo.
finding you and Don for some of the movies you haven't watched, man.
I
Better start finding you guys, man. Like $1 or something.
no, I've seen both of these movies, Top Gun Maverick and Midway.
I've seen Top Gun Maverick, but Midway, I didn't.
I just don't watch stuff like Frankenstein and Sound of
Mhm.
Music and stuff like that.
I love those old movies. I probably watch more of those than the new movies.
See, I don't know.
You're just a hater.
Don's a hater.
So when are we gonna get Jessica's section set up here, so we can have her come in and review some movies?
Let me show you guys what I've been up to.
For sure.
While
for
Jessica
sure.
tries to make up her mind and joining us on the show. But I've been trying to go back to some of my kung fu movies
Uh-oh.
and
The man.
Man from
martial
nowhere.
arts and
oh, heck yeah!
He comes from somewhere, but he's the
Yep.
man from
I
nowhere.
just picked this up. Obviously, this is a classic that everybody
That's a good one.
knows.
There you go.
I haven't seen this,
Ah,
this
yes.
version of my
Hidden
theater.
Crouch,
So
Hidden Tiger.
Crouching
That's
Tiger, Hidden
Tiger,
Dragon.
Hidden Dragon. That's a good one. Yeah.
And this is another really good one. A lot of people rave.
Cronin. Oh, that was Keanu Reeves, right?
Yeah,
Whoa.
Yep.
it's another one a lot of people have been raving for. So I picked these up. So hopefully I'll be able to get to them this weekend. And then let me show you guys what my new
Uh-oh.
obsession took me into. Let's see if I can share this screen. And I don't know how large it's
Wow.
gonna be, but
Is that your home?
this is what I've been playing. I don't know how
That's his
clear-
rabbit hole.
You're
Oh, my
hired.
God.
I don't know how clear you guys can see this, but man,
You're hired.
This is what I've been doing with Home Assistant.
That's
I went to bed. I went to bed.
Turn on these lights.
I went to bed like 3 a.m. last night because I broke all of this. After getting to this point, you know how you just decide, oh, I can push it, and everything just goes red. But depending on how clear this is, I can just kind of walk you guys through it. But it's just set up in such a way that it connects to everything that I have.
Like the master sheet, that's everything. That's the whole kit and
Yes,
caboodle.
you can push a button and you can see my Texas weather. I can control the thermostat from it. I can set automation that the thermostat runs on. I even have a section that shows like the SPL.
Mm.
I finally was able to connect the Lumigen. I had to get an RS
RS-232 connector. Yeah, you need that to connect that to the Control 4 also.
You need
Yeah,
that
there's
for anything from Lumen
There's this
Jenkins.
connector that has to
Sony.
come with an Ethernet port, so you basically connect it to your network. And so I spent almost 3 hours
Wow.
this evening just trying to figure that out. Finally was able to connect to it, but look, it is so amazing.
Look,
Like,
I'm going to
with-
be busy this weekend. Paul helping me
Man.
with my NAS and you helping me with Home Assistant.
It
I'm
is.
busy.
It is so amazing what you can do.
Can't you put Home Assistant on a QNAP?
You can if you want to, but I have the Home Assistant Green,
Oh, gotcha.
which is the dedicated hardware for it. and it just
I was like,
and then I have a screen, a touch screen that I ordered that is just gonna sit on the wall, and you can literally push a button for every one of this action, and then there's the whole man. I wish I could show you guys. Even I even have like a welcome and video
What
that plays.
Is this is this one
I just
on
took a
computer
screenshot.
that you have? Oh, because it's a screenshot.
This is
I was
a
going to say
screenshot
you have
because
a
Control page, just like everything, right?
Yeah, this
You
is my control page,
I-
but I took a screenshot because my IP and a whole bunch of other things I didn't want to show.
right.
It's still
Did you-
a raw edit.
Like, is all of this run off that little green thing? That little,
Yes.
the whole.
Oh,
automation is run off of
It
that.
connects to just about everything.
Wow.
those Raspberry
even
Pis are
almost-
powerful now. Very.
It's almost
powerful.
scary. You can even get a
Yeah.
mini PC. You can get something more powerful.
Okay, now take the device like the Lumagen where you can do RS-32. How are you communicating to that through the Lumagen? Like you going to like
So the Lumagen has the
box.
RS-232 cable. There's this box I had to buy on Amazon that I
okay,
ordered
there you have
last
an
night.
interface box.
That
Okay.
came in. It's an RS-32 to Ethernet
IP.
converter,
Okay.
IP converter. So
Yeah,
I
okay.
plugged in an Ethernet cable to it, then RS-32 to the Lumagen,
Oh, okay, yeah. So you did. Okay.
and then
right.
basically it just shows up on my AT&T network router or whatever, and then I downloaded some.
Okay.
some
So if something's
um,
RS-232,
That's one thing that Lumagen definitely needs to
IR.
make an improvement on is the
Oh, I have been telling that dude that for probably a decade.
Yeah. So I built it. I even like, when I go in and I turn on, I just push watch movie or maybe Apple TV. The Revolution is what I'm doing this for, but
Cool.
I have like an intro
Is it
video
fairly
that's just gonna
responsive?
play
Quick.
an intro video that's gonna play like an outro. Thank you for coming. Like it's amazing what you
So
can
where do
do
you
with
got
this.
that? Where do you get that? You got that video stored on your NAS?
Yes, the video started on the NAS and then it
You could
just
set that up.
calls.
You could set that same thing up with the Revolution too, like through the Revolution.
Yeah, you can do it through all of that, but
Mhm.
there's no need putting it outside of this environment, right? It's just plugged in there, and then it's amazing what you can do with AI and just asking questions and designing all of this. And it works. That's the irony. Is like you can test it. You can start a movie, and the intro tells you, "Oh, welcome to the Easy HD Tech, theater experience." It gives you a countdown. The movie starts playing. Even for the demo track, I was able to create like a playlist and put in the movies that I want. And it is, dude,
So
when
you
I
can
talk
make a
about,
script.
I've probably, I've put in probably 100 hours in the last
Like I said, you're hired.
week just to do this. And man, so I didn't even bother watching movies because look, my theater is like my rack and everything is just because I was moving cables around and everything. So, but yeah, this is people who are into Home Assistant know how amazing that
Yeah.
thing is, and the people who have been doing this for years.
Yeah. Well, my brother is big into Home Assistant, and I'm big into Control 4, and he laughs at me for having Control 4, saying he can do everything that I can do with the Home Assistant. Yeah, I said, but I'd have to do any work.
Correct.
But it's still, if you like to tinker, if you like to program, I definitely like the Home Assistant. It's appealing for people who really want to dig
Now,
into
look,
things.
but the good thing with Home Assistant is you can take a screenshot of this stuff, right? And literally put it in ChatGPT or somewhere with Home Assistant and tell it, I want to build a similar interface. Obviously,
Yeah.
you will have to change some of if you don't have the exact equipments that I have, right?
Yeah, that's what
And
he does all the time.
It would
Claude.
take you 70%
Yeah.
of the road.
Yeah, most of what he wrote it in Claude, tweaked it,
Yep.
and he showed me some pretty amazing stuff. So I was impressed with it. I'm definitely.
I use ChatGPT because I got frustrated with Claude and all those timeouts, right? It's like I'm working, doing stuff, and you're telling me I timed out for the day, even though I have a freaking paid version. It just pissed me off. So it's like, what? I'm just going to stick with ChatGPT. But yeah, I just want to show you guys. And it looks very simple, but it's very time consuming.
Yeah, it doesn't look simple at all. There's
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
too many buttons on there.
It looks like it's got a lot of
looks a lot,
customization. A lot of
Yeah, it's a lot. Like
yeah.
almost
So,
down to
all
anything
right,
you can think of.
Let me ask you this. can your wife or your child
Ah,
go in there, press a button, and a movie will start?
Yes, and that's why I'm building this, right? Because I'm gonna get. So this is basically my control dashboard, right?
Right.
I can put a
that's
simpler
master control.
version.
That wouldn't be what everybody sees.
No, you can make this what everybody sees, right? So,
But you would
But-
want to. Right,
but then again, I would just try to use my mouse. But if you look, you have Apple TV, Revolution, Shield, the Oppo Blu-ray. I have a screen coming in. I just put it connected. It's going to be on the screen. All they basically need to do is walk in there and just tap Apple TV,
Mm,
and it kicks off everything.
So
It sets-
it'll power on the projector, it'll power
On
on
the
the
projector,
the amps.
the Lumagene, it will set the lights and everything the way I want them for like Apple TV viewing. If it's a movie, it's going to turn it off. It's going to check the thermostat. It's going to, if it's hot, it's going to drop it down to like 68 and then cut off. It's going to give you all of these things. And then if you pause the movie, it's going to turn on the lights on the riser. It's going to turn on the 2 back pillar lights in a very low light blue so that you can see. And then it's going to play an intermission video for you. Just says, stretch, relax, go grab a popcorn, refill
Go take a piss.
on the screen. Yep. And then when you come back and press play, all the lights
Then
go
when it
back
comes back,
down.
did you wash your
And it
hands?
continues.
Did you wash your hands?
Yeah, I should probably put that too for my kids and myself. You know, so
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe
all
you
of
can.
that, and that's the goal. The goal is to
Popcorn bucket.
have it touch screen, and then you're gonna see all the status, right? It's like down here, it's gonna tell you Apple TV is playing. You know, it's gonna see on this side. I even have an SPL meter. There's something that I had to buy to be able to get like, so it's gonna give you the SPL in the room. Down here, it's gonna give you the volume control, so you can tell how loud it is. Going, it tells you the volume of the Anthem AVM. And then it just gives you, even for the JVC. So right down here, the JVC, you can see all the projector controls are there. So if it's HDR, if it's whatever, if you're using cinema mode, filmmaker mode. Now, those things my wife doesn't care about, but
Right.
we would care about that if you walked into the theater, right? All you
Yeah.
need to do is look at the screen. It tells you everything going on in the theater.
And do you
But
have a
for
button to
them,
see if
they're just
there's
gonna
beer in
come
the
play,
refrigerator?
and when they're done, they're just gonna push a button, and everything will shut down.
You know, I got the what do they call those lights? The
Govee?
no, the luminary lights.
Yeah, I'm using
Right.
the Luminary lights too. So,
Mm.
right?
Well,
so
you're
right here-
doing all this shit. I got 2 lights that have been that haven't connected to the internet for 3 weeks,
So
and all I
down-
need to do is just unplug them and plug them back in.
So down here
I'm
you can
too lazy
see
to do that shit.
down here. These are my Luminary lights. So you can see I have them into front stage, backstage, floor lights. These are the pillars that I have
Mm.
down here. So you can, and all of this is being controlled by the Sofa Baton. The X2 is integrated. I'm not using the Harmony. So I can use the dashboard, or I can also go on the Sofa Baton and just push activity, and it initiates the same thing. So it
So the
is,
Sofa Baton is
man,
connected
it
to the
is
Home Assistant?
amazing. And you said what?
The Sofa Baton is, you got it.
Yeah, all of
connected to
this,
the Home
all of
Assistant.
this is managed by the Sofa Baton.
Oh, okay.
And then I'm just gonna have the touchscreen, which can be any tablet,
Mm.
right? You just install Home Assistant and go to your IP.
Yeah, that'd be a
then
good use of
just-
some old iPads laying around.
Yep. And do
Yeah.
that. So, so TKC has it also. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it can literally do just about everything you can think of, man. It's crazy. Even with the temperature, you can do like check your temperature. You can, man, it's an amazing tool.
It's the future.
So do you have Unfolded Circle? Do you use it?
No,
with Home
I
Assistant?
don't have the unfolded circle, man. I
I don't
don't.
know. Is that like a?
But with
remote
if I can
design
do
for
this
Home
with the X2, I'm not even bothered about. I really want to review the unfolded circle, and I try to order it too, but the wait list, people have been complaining they still haven't gotten it, so I'm not even bothered pushing for it. But the X2 surprises me because all of this, it can manage everything here,
Mm.
every single activity. And I'm just, probably tonight or tomorrow, I'm just going to clean up like the Lumigene. You can set up, you can do all the aspect ratios and everything that, it's just, look, I can even, when the projector is warming up, it gives me a light right here that tells me projector warming up. All of it is color coded with the light. When the movie is about to start, this goes on. Man, it is crazy.
You're loving it. Looks
That's
like
too, that's,
I'm
that's
loving
too
it. That's
much
the
shit
irony
for
of
me.
it,
I just
right?
want to press play.
Yeah, and that's it. That's it. All you do is you can put a tablet. I'm gonna put a tablet downstairs, put one on the stairs and one in the theater. So I can be downstairs, push a button, and get the theater ready for me just to climb upstairs.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: with your DB meter, have you thought of having it like track, log it? That way it can do like an average of, the SPL, like your peak SPL during that movie.
You know what? Hey,
And
you just give me an
stuff like that.
idea, and all I'm gonna do is ask
Yeah,
Here's
yeah.
what I
that-
do.
that-
Homework.
my
that's what-
new girlfriend,
I can do that.
ChatGPT.
yeah, because that's
Hey,
what would
hey,
be
what's up, baby?
interesting.
Think we can do
if-
this? And I
Yeah,
think that's the
so-
biggest thing,
Ask
right?
Ike.
It's you got to
Yeah.
be able to tell it. So it's almost
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I have to lead it in this direction, and that's something I had
Yep.
to learn to do. Right? Is
Hmm.
imagine it and then find the best way to get
Word
it to
it,
give
word
you
your
what
answer.
I want.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
And to me, that's where the homework lies. It's like
Yeah.
you got to be able to tell it, yeah, can we do this? Like for the AC, right? It's like when it's off red, the color coding, when it's cooling, all of this, dude, it's amazing.
Reminds me of a little bit like when you're a composer and you're in the programming. It's like, if this, then do
Yeah,
this.
it's
So,
all if then else statements. That's
Yeah.
basically what this is, right? Is
yeah.
if
Wow.
I push Apple TV,
I do this.
then
What
else
activity?
do this.
Right.
And you can
and
integrate
you
it
look
with
through.
external stuff. Shoot.
Yeah.
So you could have it to where if you connected a light meter to it, it could read a certain luminance of the room, and it would automatically
It would
adjust
automatically dim.
brightness and contrast
Yes.
to adjust for the ambient light. Yeah.
Yep. You can even set it up with
That
press.
is why I don't have this, because I have a billion ideas that I would use this for.
Yeah,
There you go,
but
Paul.
think about it though. A
And I'm
couple of
like,
years,
nope.
but think
I don't
about
wanna
it.
do
A
it.
couple of years ago, the guys had to write these scripts, right?
Yeah.
Now
Mhm.
we're coming in through the cheat code, basically.
That's-
There's no
that's-
way I would
that's
have done this.
everything now.
If I was writing the YAMLs myself,
I mean,
there's
look,
no way.
there's kids, 17, 18-year-old kids going on Chat GPT.
Yeah.
Well,
Script
first of all,
kiddies and all
they,
that,
they,
yeah.
they go back to like people's boring websites.
Yeah.
And they'll just pull their website, and then they'll have Chat GPT make them a website, and they'll call these people up and say, "Hey, I got an idea for your website. Would you like to take a look at this?"
Yeah.
And they'll sell them their websites. I mean, and
Yeah.
they didn't do shit other than have Chat GPT write it for them.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think for me the amazing thing with this is it's all what it integrates with. Just
Yeah.
about every damn tool I have.
Yeah.
People have
Everything.
written the integration scripts, and I like the playback progress. That's the one I like, where the movie just shows you
Yeah.
how far you are into your movie and all of that kind of stuff. But it's a rabbit hole.
So
I dug the,
let
this is
me
a raccoon
how is
hole,
that?
not even a rabbit hole.
So it's doing that for every device, the Kscape, the Apple TV.
Yeah, for every of them. So whichever you play. So if I go in here, Apple TV or our Revolution or the Shield, the Oppo Blu-ray, I need to add for the other.
And it
two.
maintains state, like as far as it
Yeah.
maintains,
It maintains the state. It goes
Yeah.
to the now
knows
played.
what
It
it's on and
tells
off,
you.
goes to the last played, it knows all that.
Like right now, you can see my theater audio is off. It would tell you that it's off. For all of the others that I have a lot of things on, the projector and all of that is on. So
Yeah.
I can even the lamp hours, but because I'm showing you a screenshot, it's not showing. But when I look at the real, and I will show you guys in the green room, it shows you how many hours on my projector lamp.
Hmm.
So you can tell just by looking at a freaking screen.
Yeah, actually, I remember.
It's
You
amazing.
said that I had a request from a
Well, you
parent
don't have a lamp, so
with well, yeah. About 5 years ago, 5 or 6 years, I had a request from a client who wanted to know how many hours, like their children were in the theater, how many hours, because it's a bulb based thing. And she wanted to know how many hours. So I was in control for trying to figure out. Okay, I was able to find where you could find the lamp hours for the projector, and I had it set up that every week it would send her an email through to says, okay, so many hours were using her, so she could have this email come to her every week. But it took me like, I don't know, 2 hours to figure out that stupid thing out, because I was like, how, but yeah, it was it. So I liked it, but it's just that type of thing, being able to do some, crazy things like that when you're asked to.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I spent countless hours, man, just working this stuff, and I got plenty of hours to go. At some point, I just got to stop and just like, okay,
It looks like fun. Definitely.
create. I've created 4 different versions. That's how crazy it is. Like, okay, and then yesterday at about 11 o'clock, I broke the one I was working on, and I was up till 3 a.m.
Mm.
wow.
fixing that damn thing, because I was like, there's no way I'm going to sleep well. So I'm just going to do
Yeah.
it. So I stayed up. I was
Hardcore
even getting mad at
nerd right there.
ChatGPT. I probably yelled at her a few times. I'm like, this dude is mad.
See, I think ChatGPT is a guy.
I don't care, man. At this point, she is my girlfriend. I'd rather see it that way. I don't want to spend that many hours with a guy.
GPT, you never leave my
Hey,
side.
don't knock it until you
No,
try
it's
it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So Chris, welcome back to the show, sir. Says we were giving him advice on the Stark
Wow. Look at this.
Yeah.
on the Stark subwoofer versus the SVS SB 2000. So
Can't
he
go wrong
said
with
he
the
went
SBs,
ahead
man.
and getting a pair of the SB 2000. So congratulations on your
Nice.
new
Congrats.
one.
Congratulations.
But
Nice.
but you
So
know
here
what?
he's thanking us, not blaming us.
Don't blame us for your next upgrade, dude. Don't blame us.
Yeah. But now we
You
got
can't go wrong with SVS customer service, the app,
Yeah, those SBs
You
are nice.
know,
Yeah, they really are.
and you're going to be able to find a lot of them on the used market. So with time, you're going to end up with 6 of them.
Yeah. You'll end
know,
up with 2 more
Good-
from
good
Facebook
deals.
Marketplace.
And look, SVS has that amazing upgrade program too, right? Where at some point you can even upgrade for some delta in the price. Yeah, you can't go wrong with SVS, man, as a family, man. So
It's a good solid subwoofer. It's a good price point. You get bang for your buck.
yeah,
That's
Oh,
it.
yeah.
and good
the thing
customer
that I
support.
liked of our
Meek and
discussion
Cole are great
over
guys.
when we were speaking about this, the thing I liked over the Stark was the fact that it had the app, right?
Yeah, the
that
app
was
just-
not that you're going
Yeah.
to use it a whole lot, because truthfully, once you get this subwoofer set in,
set up
so
for
so you can use the app rather than having to buy the maybe you didn't have a mini DSP, I can't remember, but that way everything's already built in. You can do all your. And speaking of SVS actually rounded out their 3000 series. They had a couple a new subwoofer come out not too long ago. So kudos to them for sure on that.
Yeah.
And then Chris, also you asked about Kaleidoscape. Yes, I have 2 Kaleidoscapes in my house. I have the Strato S, which is no longer in production, and I have the Strato V.
Yeah, I have a Strato V.
I swear by the Kaleidoscape, other than what the comments that I made this morning, or at the beginning of the show. I say this morning at the beginning of the
Look
show.
at you already trying to forget. That you
It
said
is
love my
convenience is key with Kaleidoscape. It is so easy to use. The picture quality and everything is really good. You get the same, if not better, than the normal Blu-ray discs or the 4K discs quality. I will say that the convenience is the biggest thing for me. I press a button, it
Okay.
downloads my movie. And if I pre-order the digital, like you're going to run out, right? Pre-order, go ahead and pre-order. right?
Yeah.
It's never going to run out of the digital version, but if I pre-order it, it will download it for me, as soon as the movie's ready. I don't even have to press download. It's there, right?
And the nice thing, I mean, sometimes the version you get, if they have contracts with certain studios, you get an amazing like studio copy of it, bit for bit, which is amazing, an amazing sound. Just the quality of it's just insane. It's just definitely better than sometimes some of the physical discs sometimes. And in all the stuff that I like for the theater world, where it has all the metadata that can open and close the curtain, it can change aspect ratios for those who have masking on their screen, how it handles subtitles for people who have scope, just all the things that they think about for the home theater enthusiast, the user. The Kaleidoscape is just, I love it for all the things it can do. So great, yeah, love my Kaleidoscape.
Yeah, and look, I mean, they offer like movie updates and stuff like that. Let me share this real quick. Since I badmouthed them earlier, I feel bad.
Well, I know, man. I was like, what
That
is
wasn't a
doing,
bad
Don?
mountain, man. That was just an objective review.
Yeah, for sure. So, like, for me, why does it say that? No movie updates. Am I
Oh.
logged in? I don't know if I'm logged in or not on my account. Let's see. My system.
I ordered my disc, my external drive, so I'm going to play around.
Yeah, see, I'm not signed in. That's why.
Disc to digital. See how that goes. There's another great thing that they do.
Stop sharing that real quick, and I'll log in. All right, let's see. Now let's see. Movie updates. There's still no matching titles. Let's see. Digital offers. Okay. All right. So actually, Scottio and myself and Abe were going through this in the green room last week. We wound up staying on for like 2 hours last week after the show.
God, dude, that's why I'm like, no, I gotta go.
But
Yeah.
we were looking at the disc to digital, right? So
Yeah.
this drive right here, the verbatim. Speaking of Scotty, I'm going to give him a plug because he sent me some new drives.
Yeah, I ordered a drive for him. It should be here hopefully tomorrow.
So this drive allows me to do this to digital. You put the Blu-ray drive in, and you can see, you put the Blu-ray disc in, excuse me, and then it spins and it tells the Kaleidoscape, "Hey, you own that movie." And look, I mean, $492 to upgrade. Some of the movies you can see here still are holding their price, right? $21, $19 for Lord of the Rings.
The 4K is $4 to upgrade from 4K.
It depends on which one it is. Yeah, the Blu-ray should be free, right? I mean,
Blu-ray is free. So if you have the Blu-ray quality 1080p is free.
Right.
Yep.
So
4K is upgrade cost.
Right, I believe so. Yep. Let me click on this and see.
Like, can you watch that right now in HD?
Purchase. Let me see this. Actually, no. You still got to pay for the HD version, $3.14.
Oh,
so it's not totally free. I thought we were misspeaking about that.
Yeah,
yeah. So it's still. I mean, look, you don't have to pay for the whole disc all over again, right? $3.
Yeah, $3. Yeah, that's like
so $3 and something for the 4K.
$4.92 for the 4K, $3.14 for the Blu-ray version.
Okay.
So let's look at this one. Let's look at Abyss and see what it says. So if I want to purchase this, there is no HD version available on that one. So that just makes you get the 4K. Okay. But yeah, so but the other thing that I like, and I don't know why it's not showing this, but on the app, there shows me a bunch of like movies that are available for updates. So they're constantly reaching back out to the studios and asking and having them fix things, or inside the movies and the mezzanine files and stuff like that.
Mhm. Or if they get a bet, yeah, if they
For
get a
me,
better
man,
copy or a better resolution.
I don't even care much about some of those other details, man. It's just that interface, man. There's a feel in that interface.
Oh, you
when
know
I had
what?
it in for review, there's a feel in the Client Escape interface just gives
Well,
you
the
where
other
you
thing I
just
like,
sit back and be like, yeah, that's premium quality,
the
right?
other thing
I know why now. I just remembered that I went in the other day and I clicked update all. There was about 20 movies on there for me.
you
to-
already did it. Yeah.
so I already did it. So that's what it is.
The other thing I really like is that they do a great job of curating every movie and giving you really good demo selections
Mhm.
ready to go. Which so that I really appreciate that they go through that because they know that's how people use the theater. So when you go into a movie, you can go into scenes and they've got some really queued up scenes ready to go for you that that are really good at showing off your theater.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Let's see something here. No, it just. Oh, I was trying to look for the scenes on one of the movies.
There's still something also good. I enjoy my classic, but I also like buying movies, buying the physical disc
Yeah,
like
I
Ike, like you
still-
guys, and still going and putting it in my Sony Blu-ray player, and just I enjoy that sometimes. And that's still
Hopefully,
I-
Felicia's not
simple.
watching, but look at all the movies that I bought. I can't even. All the movies I bought in the last week.
Oh
so-
my God.
Wow.
Wow, you went crazy, Ike.
Yeah, you got to put those down. You look like you look like my wife with her Amazon packages there. Like every freaking day, 2 or 3 packages into the house.
Yeah.
Dang, bro.
So,
There is something nostalgic. I
I'm
guess
about to
it's
start
old
ripping
school.
them.
There's some old school. Go into my to my media closet. Look, it's a little tiny closet near my rack. But looking at all my 4K Blu-ray, Blu-rays on the shelf, and what do I want to watch? There's something tangible about going there and looking. Oh, I'm going to watch this movie today. And just taking that disc and putting it and just watching that movie.
Now you just have to set up your home assistant to just rip
Dude,
all the movies
That's
for you.
I know, right? I wish. But now I have 2 rippers now because the one Scotty has sent to me. What's that? What model is that one? The LG Blu-ray.
Yes.
Now that sucker is loud.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I got 2 of them from him.
But
Matter of
it's
fact, I need
fast.
to.
It works really fast. But wow, it is loud.
I got the
compared to
buffaloes
the
that
other
came
one.
with the case. I and they weren't free. I paid him for them. He did give me the verbatim, which I actually paid him a little bit for this too. So he gave me a price.
That's the one I want, man. I'll pay for that one, man.
So
Yeah, I
it's-
don't know
But
which
they're
one he's
hard to
sending me.
find.
He's sending me
You
a-
helped him with the integration to the Kscape though on
I
that too.
forgot which one I bought from.
yeah, but yeah, no,
Validated.
I did buy 2 of them from him.
You bought 2 verbatims?
Yeah, no, not the verbatim.
Golly.
I bought the
Somebody was about to break
2
into your
buffaloes.
house tonight, man.
I
And
bought the
just
2
take one.
buffaloes.
Just take
Yeah,
one. man.
Actually, one of the
It's like-
buffaloes came. One of the buffaloes came 2 days ago, and I'm still waiting on the other one. I don't know why it didn't show up yet, but
Yeah.
Like, hey, I want to report a break-in. What did they take? Just one velvet. There was 2 of them sitting here, but the one is
yeah.
Hey,
No,
so
it's
like
good.
Chris in the chat was mentioning about sitting down and listening to vinyl and just reading the album cover. And I'm looking in the back there. I see some your Nat King Cole
Yeah,
album there.
I'm doing
Yeah,
that. And I
yeah, we
bought
just-
this nice chair that just allows me to sit
Yeah.
lower and swivel. Yeah, we're getting old, man.
Yeah,
And
that's-
just
yeah.
swivel and just sit down there and just listening.
Put the vinyl on, sit back with the cover, read the back, read the liner notes. Just that's just something cool. I mean, it's old, but I guess if old people like it,
And then
But
I just
I
use
enjoy
the
that,
beta
too.
5s and just
There-
sit
It's
there.
nostalgia, man.
I
It's
dim all the
nostalgia.
lights and just have the orange
just-
glow light there and just listen to music, man.
yeah.
There's
just
too
something
much
refreshing.
going on in the real world not to listen to violently and listen to it well.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Right.
Buffalo
Right, man.
16X.
Jeez.
I think
Scardio,
that's one of the same ones I'm getting right there.
I thought we were friends, man.
Buffalo Tatanka. Tatanka Buffalo.
Well, you have to ask that. Actually, the verbatim,
I did
believe
ask.
it or not,
I did ask, and this is what I got. Not that I'm complaining.
Come on, man. Don't do that to the
I
man.
loved it though. This is
those
good.
actually
this is fast.
read those
way faster.
read the discs better.
Yeah, this is actually faster than
Yeah,
the one.
the slim lines read. So if you have some that are hard to read, put them in the thin ones, and it'll work.
Oh. I got
Yeah,
two.
so
two
now I'll have
different
three drives again. I'm honestly, I'm probably only I'm probably gonna just keep this verbatim as a backup because I
Yeah,
don't
I
and,
have
and then
that.
and then the
Same.
cool thing about it is Scottio was like, hey, do you want two with the same firmware or do you want one of each? Because if you have
Yeah.
difficulties ripping on one,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can
I
try
want
the other
both to
firmware
have
on
the
the other
same-
one. I'm
yeah.
like, good,
That's a
great
smart
point, man.
move.
Yep.
So I-
Yeah,
I've
I'm
done that
excited to get
before.
mine. Yeah.
Yeah, so I got two different firmwares. But yeah, no, shout out to Scottio. Thanks for sending those out.
Yeah. Thank you.
I did
Gracias.
did help out the other day. Like I said, I think we stayed on what we were on for about an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah,
after
we were there
the
for a
show.
while talking about
Oh,
that.
I went to bed, man. I left you guys.
I learned
Yeah.
a lot too, and I mean, I was like, okay, I got to do this. So I bought one from Scotty.
I got down the rabbit hole, and that was it, man. So I was tired last week too. So
Hey, we're way past the rabbit hole. Now we're in raccoon territory, man. That's what I call it now, man. We're down the
Now
raccoon hole.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
stinks. It's dirty. It's dark in there. Man.
Yeah.
It's like
We're trash panda right now. We're digging through the trash.
we're digging through trash. At least that's how I felt last night when this stuff broke on me, man. I was like, God.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what happens, man.
Mm-mm.
So did you guys hear anything about the Vienna?
Sausage?
Yes, it's like Vienna audio show or whatever.
Oh yeah.
I think I saw an email coming for that, man.
I saw an email too about it, but all I could think about was Vienna sausage.
I gotta move
Did it have sausages in it?
Yeah, did it have sausage? I
So-
cannot see that word without seeing the word sausage anytime I see it.
So this is going to excite you, Abe.
Uh-oh. I know there's some Lindorf stuff, right?
I don't think so.
Steinway. No. What
Yeah.
the hell?
So this is the new JBL speakers.
Oh.
I think they're called the Everests.
Ah, the
Hence-
Everest, the
hence
famous.
That's the mountains in the background there, right?
That
Did
the
they come in smoky white colors?
that's the that's a new design of the Everest because they've had an Everest speaker before, but this looks
yeah,
like
I think so. Yep.
Man,
the
look at
new
this
version.
tweet as
Oh.
The
well.
new version of them. I saw this on Facebook the other day, and
It looked like the Las Scalas, the
Yeah.
Y2K version of.
but yeah, no, these man, could you imagine having three of those behind the freaking
That
screen?
is crazy.
That would be nice.
Having three of those behind the screen, man.
That's man. That's a lot of horn.
yeah,
That is a lot of horn.
the bull gets the horn.
Yeah, that's a lot of horn.
You,
And
need-
then
you
also,
need to just blow some vuvuzelas behind the horns, man.
so
I
and then,
mean, that's crazy. That
then
is
also Storm. Let's see. Yeah, this-
crazy.
Storm.
Ooh.
Storm comes out with the One U
Yeah.
all digital processor.
Yep.
Ooh.
So
Interesting.
they're the followers of Chernov, is what we're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So 100% all digital processing. And
Now,
I
how much-
believe it's so you can go up to 16 channels, but it starts, I believe the first version of this starts at like $9,000 for 8 channels, and then up to I think like you add like a couple more channels and it goes up to like $11,000.
Oh, wow. I like how it just looks rugged. At
I
least
mean,
the front does.
Simple.
And I stole this picture from AV Nirvana, so want to give them a shout out for this picture.
Yeah.
So, but go over and check out their their write up on this.
Check it
So
out.
so go over and check out AV Nirvana's write up on this. He does a pretty cool little news segment. I think he stole it from us from when Scottio was doing it when we first started, but you know, because we started off doing news a
Best
while
form-
back. And
best
then,
form of flattery, man.
Scodio abandoned us.
Imitation.
yeah, Scottio
Yeah.
abandoned us for the news segment, but
Well, I wanted to make it more of a funny than
Yeah.
serious, you know.
so here you go.
Oh, it
Tentative
has
pri-
HDMI 2.1. That's all I wanted to know.
Yeah, so tentative pricing $89.99 for 8 channels, 12 channels, and 16 channels expected version.
Wow.
11,000 and 12,000.
12 grand.
So there you have it. There's some new products that are coming out.
Check it
I
out.
I know there's a lot more stuff being announced too. I was kind of hearing.
So this was
about-
announced at the Vienna show.
Yes.
Hey, Derek, for that price point, I better be able to use it anywhere.
Yeah.
Do it in cyberspace. Talk about
And
internet
hook you
for
up from a
for
bathroom
small
speaker.
spaces. If I buy that, I'm putting it in my dedicated theater.
And they have like
When
a
we move
digital
to Mars,
adapter.
it's going with me.
There also has like a digital adapter that will allow you to add analog. So Storm also unveiled the new Bridge, a compact network device that adds 2 analog XLRs. So you plug right into this for your subwoofers.
So pretty much this is like a like a Dante out
Correct.
with our 45 to the amps that have Dante in.
Yeah, if you
Your
if you
crown
see that.
amps, your synthesis amps or
Mhm.
storm audio amps, whatever.
Yep.
Okay, so it's just one single wire and you just daisy chain them, right? In and out, to each one of
Yep,
the
yep.
Yeah, okay. I do like that. I do like that approach.
I like the one U also.
Yeah.
You know, you're not taking up a shit ton of rack. Matter of fact, I'm probably gonna be. I'm thinking about
It's
buying
easy
a-
to
I
forget that.
kind of would
it's
like to
there.
have an interface though in the front though, just so I kind of can
Yeah, I want to be able to see. Well,
tell me what.
that's why you need Home Assistant.
Yeah.
So
But
you
no,
have
like
to
I'm
go
at the
down
rack though.
for-
Like I'm at the rack. What volume am I on? What source am I on?
Gotta
Like,
use
if
the
I have
app,
to do a
man.
quick troubleshoot, that's the only thing. I'd kind of like to see a little bit of information.
So I guess he's talking about the Storm, right? So he's they're saying to put it behind you can put it behind a TV
know,
because
right?
it's so small. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool actually.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
But I mean, look, as much as I like how my rack looks, it's in a closet. It's far away. And I was
Still not
messing
gonna
with
see
I was
it.
messing with the wife the other day. I'm like, you know what? I need to change the dining room a little bit. And she's like, what do you mean? I said, well, I just need to change the roof. Because I'm thinking about bumping that projector out of the room
Oh, boy.
and
Oh,
and,
wow.
and just making a box above
So
and
you're gonna make it fancy, like a little drop
mhm.
inner. and
But
make
I'll
it-
probably do like a Colford ceiling across
yeah,
there to make it look.
yeah.
You want to put the projector outside the theater room? And,
I'm thinking about it.
But if you need, I got a new guy who makes some sweet looking port glasses for me now. And if you want a custom port glass, I got a guy. And he does.
So
a
why do
great
you
job.
want it outside of the theater room?
Because I
Just
want to crank it up to 100%.
Oh, the
'Cause-
projector itself, right?
Yeah, because look, I keep it at like with the JVC, you turn it on about 47% is the sweet spot
Yep,
for
that's
the
what I
for the
have it on.
fans, not to really get
Oh,
noisy.
gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's
just
what
for the
I have
noise.
mine on 47.
So if I'm gonna run 8K, I'm gonna crank that thing up, man.
Gotcha.
Get the contrast going and everything there. So
You'll have a
You
barcode
could
before you
peel off
know
the
it.
front and
No.
lost out the back.
I don't need it. I wish Bill was here because I'm telling you, our jaws hit the floor when we saw this. It
Oh,
was fucking amazing. Upscaling that with
Whatever-
our
whatever
evolution.
our-
Your
Revolution is
projector,
done.
the
It's
8K
amazing,
step
man.
is what you were using, right? The
Yes.
18 okay.
Mhm.
So
They
this
just
So-
need to clean up that interface, and our Revolution will be a much premium.
So
model.
well, look, even like upscaling Blu-ray, like the originals of PD and the original Arvolution, they did a phenomenal job. I'm talking about a phenomenal job of upscaling, just like regular Blu-rays and stuff to make it look really good. And I mean, you put the Arvolution in the 8K mode, and I mean, we were literally getting, across the screen. I was getting the what is it, 76,
75, 60 by
yeah, something like that. Yeah,
So so you're feeding this an
a true 8K signal. Yes.
whatever 75, I can't remember the number either.
Mhm.
And then like I'm assuming it's like 420 color space. I'm obviously and you're putting this on a good high-end HDMI cable. What was your length of the cable?
So I have the HDMI cable is like 50 feet, but it's a powered cable. It's the
Was
fiber
it
optic.
optical?
Fiber
Okay.
Yeah,
optic
it's
cable.
it's fiber optic cable. Yeah,
Okay. So it was able to handle bandwidth. of whatever you-
absolutely.
Okay. So then it hits this projector, and then obviously it processes it and does its whole magic with the
Does
cable.
the AKE shift with it? Yes,
Oh,
because it's not an 8K projector, but I mean
Right.
a native 8K projector, but it is an AKE shift.
Okay.
And it was for a 160-inch screen. I could definitely see a difference.
I imagine the projector was probably getting a workout.
Yeah, it was on 100%.
Yeah.
You could hear it. You could hear it. You
Yeah.
know, but when you push the volume up, it disappeared.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
So,
man,
yeah.
that JVC can be loud, man.
yeah, I mean, it wasn't any more loud than if you push it to 100%. On regular mode, it wasn't any more loud than that. On the regular 4K, or if because you can allow it. You can allow it to upscale 4K through the projector itself too. So it will upscale it through, but when you feed it an 8K signal, it's a different animal.
Yeah, it can do 8K.
It truly
You
is.
can tell it to do 8K, force it 8K, right? But it's just
Correct.
doing that with a 4K signal. It's going to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's a different animal when you feed it the 4K when you feed it an 8K signal.
Wow, that's cool.
Now, what was the so the Arvolution? What was the 8K material that was it? Was it
No
recorded
8K material. So I was playing the newest Bad Boys, and it converted it.
It upscales it.
It upscales it.
The original media was 4K,
Correct.
and then the Arvolution is doing an
Upscale.
upscale to 8K,
Mm-hmm.
sending it 8K out of the HDMI. Well, what's the difference between that and letting the JVC do the same function?
The Arvolution did a much better job.
Okay. So basically that's the ticket. The Arvolution's way of processing, upscaling 4K to 8K was a better.
So did you try doing like Gemini Man, since it's recorded in 60 frames?
No, I haven't tried that, but I have that
That's
movie,
The 8K.
and it does have a when you go through the Arvolution settings, it does have a 60
8K,
60
4K,
hertz
8K,
8K.
60, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
What-
that will make you go, oh damn.
Do
A
you
lot
know
of the
anything
media
about,
players actually
what
can't play the
what the
Gemini Mind.
processor inside the Arvolution is doing? Like what's it kind of doing different? What's the secret sauce between what it's doing in its upconversion 8K than say what the JVC was doing? I'm just kind of curious what made it so more significant.
So when you're normally just playing a 4K movie and you let the because I can play the movie coming out of the Lumingen, which obviously is processed, and then I can ask the JVC to upscale it into 8K.
Right.
The detail is just not there.
Okay.
It's the detail is not there. I mean, I was seeing every little pixel on Will Smith's face. I'll be honest with you, I hadn't watched the movie in a while, so I may be gloating about the movie, but it did a really good job because I played it without the 4K. I played it I played it without the 8K. I played it with only the Arvolution playing regular 4K. Then I played it with an 8K upscale through the JVC. And then I played the same scene with the Arvolution upscaling it to the 8K, and then the E-Shift and then I put it in filmmaker mode, which doesn't do a whole lot of processing.
Right.
And I let the Arvolution do the upscaling and just put it on filmmaker mode and let it shoot the 8K E-Shift. And that was the best version of all.
Mm.
It looked unbelievable. It really did.
That's cool. Well, interesting. Yeah. Wow.
So yeah. So that was fun to play with that. Bill came over for. By the way, Bill, you left your glasses here.
Oh man,
Now
That's why he's not
running.
on the show, because he can't see. Man.
He's running around his house, feeling the walls. Where do I go? Where did I leave my glasses?
So yeah. So and then
That's cool.
let's see. Let me do this real quick. I want to I sent the picture to I forgot to send this picture to my my drive that I just closed here. Let me open this back up so that I can get back to that, get back to my Google Drive. And yeah, I'll tell you how I'm navigating this stuff here. Give me a second with
The Gurgle Drive.
Yeah, let me go back here.
It looks like you're drinking a bottle of vodka.
Yes. Yeah, it's Icelandic water in a glass bottle. Yeah.
Wow.
Share. Let me share this to my Google Drive.
Yeah.
All right.
Overpriced water, basically. But
All right. So
I was at Fresh Market. I was thirsty.
I mean, I'm drinking overpriced water, so you know.
Hey, we're joining the overpriced water club.
Yeah.
So this is Bill. You guys have seen Bill on the show before.
I'm just a Bill sitting here on Capitol Hill. That one? Oh.
So Bill came over with the Mag Theatron.
Oh my God! Did you have like a dolly or a furniture dolly? Get that? In the
Yes,
house?
you see that?
Oh shit!
So I'll take you into the theater room here in a minute, but it is ported on these sides over here. So it's like one of those band boxes. You remember those old band boxes?
Band pass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or base
Yeah.
reflex, right? Base
Mhm.
reflex, right?
Yeah.
That's
so,
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
To build me base reflex boxes.
so, I
back
mean, you see, that's my new vehicle. That's the Escalade IQ. But yeah, that's big.
oh my gosh!
Yeah, that is big.
18-inch or 21-inch?
21-inch.
Wow.
So yeah, he brought that over to try out, and one thing,
It's like 50 inches tall. Every bit.
I
of it.
turned off all the subs. I turned off every sub in the house, and it was doing justice. Let me just put it that way. It needed to be paired with some front subs because I put it in the back.
Mm.
But I mean, I'm telling you, we were getting some serious tactile bass from that thing. Just pounding us in the back seats. We sat in the back seats, and it was
Did you just run it as LFE, just full LFE?
yes,
It was
yeah,
hitting 20 to 20 hertz. 2200 hertz, or you're running just running the full LFE channel.
just full LFE channel.
So that's 20 to 200.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and even and Bill, he's a musician. He's like, man, you got your subs playing some high frequencies, huh? I said, yeah, I cross it over at about 120, somewhere around, so for the sub, somewhere around there. So yeah, he was like, oh, you got your subs playing some high frequencies there. So he's got a good ear, man. He does, he really does. But yeah, it's got a 3,000 watt Mag Theatron bridged amp that we just set on the top. I just rented an XLR from one of my from one of the other outputs of the REL subs.
So it has a built-in sub. I mean, built-in amp.
No plate amp. It's an external.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it had a. Sorry.
He brought the amp with it.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So, but I'll go into the theater here and we can we can show what's we can show what it looks like.
Oh.
We gotta turn some lights on. Like I said, I got two
Shine
backlights out, so I don't know. I'm too lazy to climb up there and unplug them. I don't want the insulation to fall all over the floor.
What do you
So-
mean? Like they're just not turning on, or
Yeah, I got to unplug them and put them back
you
in.
don't have the Lumery app?
I do.
Oh.
It's just not finding them
Oh.
again.
Oh, it's
John.
Bill.
Bill said he
Yeah.
is that Bill.
Oh yeah,
on
that's
the-
Bill.
Oh, there's
Okay.
Bill.
Oh, he's saying send me the link.
He,
Okay,
he lost the link. Apparently, he.
I'll send him the link.
Let me in, man. Let me in.
Yeah, because he
forgot
left his
my
glasses, man, so he can't find the link, man.
Yeah, oh, that's what it
Yeah.
is.
in.
Can't see the link.
Let's see. Let's see.
Link
Let
is
me-
staring right at you.
Hmm.
Here we go. I'm gonna copy it and send it to you right now, Bill. Let's see. Let's see. Here we go.
So did you test out, Don? Did you get a chance to test out the TV stuff?
Yes, I did briefly. However, remember, I'm running a projector.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
you're not
no
gonna get the
DV.
exact quality.
You're
yeah.
the when you go to the TV app, when you go to Netflix, it's going to CEC, right? So it's going to tell them, hey, my projector doesn't do Dolby Vision. My projector, doesn't do all that stuff. So the Dolby Vision wouldn't show up, right? And
Even,
to
what
be
if you
honest
go
with
through the Lumigen?
I did not go through the Lumigen.
Ah, okay.
So, which the Lumigen is going to put us in SDR anyway, right? So
Hey,
What's
Bill
up,
got
Bill?
spec- Bill got spec
Bill,
glasses,
boys.
man.
he's got new glasses.
Yeah. I
Back
finally
up.
found the link.
It's time
Got
for
my
an
glasses.
upgrade.
So I'm just about to go into the theater and show them the Mag Theatron. So let me go ahead.
Keep up the cool one.
Speaking of the link, let me join it myself with my
I think after hearing it at your place, I think I'm going to keep it.
I would for sure. So one thing that I discovered, like I said, we turned off all the subs, right?
Wait a minute. I'm getting a delay. How's that happening?
I don't know that.
Yeah, your phone.
Wait a minute.
Are you hearing us on YouTube? Are you watching us on YouTube still?
Well, let me turn that off. Yeah. There we go. Okay. You hear me?
Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah, I just had YouTube on.
Yeah. So
No, I was going to say after hearing it at your place, I think I'm going to keep it because I have two Hammer 15s for when I get a new room set up. I think that's going to be perfect in the back with that.
I think so too. I was just saying that it was really nice, but it still did need, when we walked around the room, it definitely needed a little help with covering the room, right?
Well, yeah, you have a substantial room.
Mhm.
You have a big
Yeah.
room, and
And it's one, you probably have some modal issues.
Yeah, modal.
yeah, but you know
probably
what? Less than you thought. I
100%.
mean, it was just you move over a little bit, and it was just a little less intense. It wasn't necessarily like a dropout.
Mhm.
And in Don's room is semi-treated, but you can. I don't think you're just a little bit more treatment away from that being a problem, not being a problem either. But man, I mean, it was way better than I thought. In retrospect, it looks like maybe, what's his name, Jordan, might have not tweaked it, to the extent that we did, because I don't know if he bridged the amp. I think he only used one side of it. And then
Mhm.
he was making a big deal about how it looked like the cone wasn't moving. And I turned around and looked at it while we were listening, and it wasn't. It's huge. So the movement it's making it's really hard to see. It's very subtle, but it pushes so much air. I was getting air blown all over my back of my legs.
Yeah.
It's
No,
great. But you know what? Technically, it doesn't get as deep. It doesn't get hit as low of frequencies as, on paper, as a Hammer 15 does for Mac Theatron, for instance. Like they'll get down, they're even rated, they have them published it down to 16. And those 21s they only publish 20. But you know how that goes. There's
Right.
technicalities.
You got room modes and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I don't know if driver could actually physically move fast enough, right? In some cases.
Right.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'm gonna join with. Well, I'm gonna go get my other.
Oh, you still have it in the theater?
Yeah, oh, yeah. It's
Oh.
here. It's here.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna go live, brother.
It's until further notice.
So I'm gonna turn this camera off and mute this
I thought
mic.
it was
but-
supposed to be on its way to Texas.
Yeah,
Back to-
it was coming
back
back
to
from
Texas.
Texas. Yeah, I drove it back, and man, I got to Jordan's
know,
house, and I
man,
thought,
that
I was like, I don't think this thing's gonna fit in the back of my truck.
How
It's so
did your
huge.
shocks handle
It barely fit in the bed of my Ford Ranger. It clicked clearance from the tonneau cover about half an inch,
Dang.
and almost filled up the whole back. There was only about a foot of space left behind it, between the tailgate and the sub. It was like having another passenger on the way home. It was so heavy. But yeah, it's very cool. And then I was pretty excited about the Arvolution. Can I show this thing on here?
As long as you're not playing a video for copyright,
No, I
you
think
can
I
show
would.
anything.
Oh, 'cause I saved Google Slides, and I don't know if they're here. Okay, but oh yeah, slide one, slide two.
Don is ready to show. Maybe we can get to USBL after.
Oh, I see. He has to put it on the stage.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's at the.
but he's about to show us his stuff.
I just thought the picture of the sub in his driveway just said it all. That's all you need.
Ready when you are done.
All right. You guys can see me look like landscape, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So the theater room's a mess, so don't mind. But so here we are. Got everything everywhere else.
Your audio's over modulating a little bit. Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, that thing's massive. Yeah.
There's your glasses, Bill.
Yeah. There's your 3D glasses, Bill.
Oh yeah. I think I did leave a pair of
on the sub,
reading
huh?
glasses there too.
No, but those are your glasses right there. You left them on the couch.
Yep, there they are.
So yeah, so I got to be careful not to fall off of this step here. But we
Mhm.
moved my seats forward just a little bit to be able to fit that in there. Like I said, this is a mess in here, so don't pay attention to it. But I'm trying to find a
That's a good near field sub right there.
yes. It's
I mean-
definitely a nice near field sub for sure.
Dang.
It's all about overpowering it, though. I'm convinced. So that we bridged that 3,200 watt amp, so it's 16 per side. So when we bridged it, and I don't know off the top of my head. I think it's rated the sub at 1,500 or 1,200, maybe.
Wow.
Oh.
I forgot. Let me look it up real quick.
So what is this? What is this Mag Theatron amp run?
Oh, that's a good question. I believe about 2,400.
And this is what class is this? Do you know? Class H,
It's Class D.
Class D.
Yeah. Come with the towel.
Yes, comes with the towel.
Okay.
That's so we don't scratch the subwoofer there.
Oh, I thought it was to clean yourself up after you.
I knew it was going to be dancing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, I've all got a dirty mind. So do I.
So yeah, this thing is massive. I mean, it's just
How much you think it weighs? I think it's about 200 pounds, maybe.
Yeah, we were able to rock it into the room. That's it wasn't because I have kind of a weird entrance, right? So we were able to rock it into the room here because I have this
Okay, yeah.
little angled entrance here coming in.
It
So
does say
Oh my
90.
god, that was a fun thing to get through there and then up.
it actually wasn't that hard. We had it turned the wrong way the first time, so we had to take it back out.
Yeah, you just rolled it end over end. That's all. Or sideways.
Yeah. So, look, want to thank Bill and thank Mag Theatron for allowing me to take this. I'm gonna play around with it for sure this weekend.
I was going to show you. I have the picture, and when you get back to your station, I'll show you. But I have a photo of it's called the Thor, that 24-inch one that they have.
Oh, okay.
I have a photo of it. It's kind of hysterical to see it because if you think that's big,
Yeah, so I'm gonna shut off. I'm gonna play with ported subs because this is a ported sub, and I have
Well, that's the air
The-
you get. You feel it from
uh,
that port.
yeah, I have the D215s, which are right here, and look what I got. That is a phone piece that I can pull out.
oh, I thought
So
you were.
now I can turn my I can turn my front subs into ported. So I'm gonna play around with that and see if I like it better.
I think that's a great idea because that's a whole character, ported subs, and I've
Yes.
grown to fall in love with them. And I'm a musician, and I'm supposed to like sealed subs better because they're quote unquote more musical. But I really think the ported has, if you dial in your ported subs so that they sound ideal for movies, because they do. I mean, if you have them perfect, like they're at the right setting and the right, what's the word I'm looking for? The right level compared to the rest of the thing, it's going to work great for music too, because it just gives music more character. I think that's my.
Yeah, because the bass league is just a little longer than it should, which adds a little character to it.
Well, yeah, I mean you're saying it's less tight,
less tight, yeah.
right? But if I don't know,
But well, not necessarily a bad thing. I'm saying, yeah. I mean,
no, it's not. But I also think that these things are a little, especially the Hammer 15s, and they're ported. I think you would find them to be tighter than you would think they were going to be once you saw them. Because and again, I think that's because of overpowering. I just looked it up again. The SVB or SVV 21 is rated at 1,000 watts, and we were driving it with a bridged 1,600 watt per channel amp. So I really think that's key for everything, really.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, the more power you throw at it, the less distortion it's going to have too, right? So
Yeah. The less the amp works, and then the speaker gets to do its best job. I don't know.
right.
That's what it feels like.
So yeah. No, I mean,
And every
Simple-
speaker that Mag Theatron makes is ported, which is
okay.
interesting. Weren't the Gramani speakers all ported too? That just came off the top of my head.
I don't think so.
Ported.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna try to find, because these lights are bothering me now. I want to give this a better light. So give me 1 second.
Well, I think,
All right.
grab the
I think we
flashlight.
saw all we need to see of that, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's huge. He
It's
was.
a big sub.
That's a big sub. That's a one big sub.
Big bad sub.
I would have joined you guys earlier, but I had to go play in a hockey game and rushed over here afterwards.
All right. So I put the flashlight on it. So now instead of just seeing a black blob,
So then you can see how the ports are. They're sort of, it's just like a flanged.
It's like a bass
Bass.
reflex.
Yes. And it looks a lot like a, public address.
Yeah. So the air channel goes all the way back and maybe 2 inches shy or 3 inches shy.
I
of the
haven't
back
seen
wall.
the diagram of it yet. Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it reminded me of like the old band boxes. The band, you know what I mean?
yeah, we used to build those sub back in the day
yeah.
for a car stereo. It was big
Right.
reflex.
Yeah. So I wanted. Sorry, guys. I wanted to give it a better. I don't know what's. I got to unplug these lights so that you can see it a little bit better. But I wanted to shine a flashlight on it so you can see
And now
it
we
a
can
little
see
bit.
now we can see how dusty it is. I gotta get that.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, no, it's definitely massive. My wife told me, she's like, I'm hoping this thing's not staying here. I said, I promise you, I didn't buy it.
That's the first
So,
thing I
she's
said. I
like-
didn't buy it.
You messed up the whole aesthetics of the room. I said, well, I'm not going to keep this, but I am probably going to go for an upgrade. Sorry, Rel. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on 2 RS2s.
Mm.
So, yeah, I've called Rel 3 times. and I don't want to badmouth them here, but I've called them 3 times. I got a bad plate amp. Nobody's returned my call.
That's weird. I've only heard I've heard nothing but good things about Rel.
Yeah, and I called twice about a driver replacement. Nobody returned my call. I guess you got to email them. I'm old school. I rather call, So I guess I'm gonna try email and see what they say. But yeah, I got a plate amp. Maybe you guys let me just go ahead and turn this on here. So maybe you can hear it.
Yeah. I mean, it could be a cap.
Yeah.
I don't know how simple those circuit boards are to work on these days, but like that used to be, that's a similar sound I used to get out of the old
And it drives me crazy because I got a pretty good noise floor in this room.
Bryson,
So it drives me.
the vintage Bryson ones, and then a guy recapped them for me, and that sound went away.
Yeah, so it just started maybe 2 weeks ago, something like that. But yeah, I'm truly thinking about getting this projector out of this room. So, problem is, it's not center of the dining area. So it's going to be like, if I may have to make a couple different, like a Colford ceiling, couple different Colford ceilings there. Have to see. But I already got kind of like the bulkhead up there.
Yeah, I see that.
We could do like a double step. Yeah, like a double step.
Well, then you could also move that wall over so you can slide the hammer, the subwoofer back into the wall.
Trust me, I already told the wife I wanted to extend the theater to this window right here.
Right.
It didn't go over too well.
Wow.
So yeah, I already got the not the full clearance, but I do have a good bit of clearance there to get that out of the room. So, all right, I'm gonna go back to give you guys one last look at the Mag Theatron.
Yeah, and
So,
when you get back and let's look at this other one too. It's
all right.
huge.
Subwoofer.
That's amazing. All right, we'll see you back at the.
I would think, especially
Ranch.
if you're doing waveforming with Trinnov, that stuff would be great. Look at that bad boy. That's a 24-inch driver, so you can imagine how big that cabinet is.
And it's
like 70 inches tall. Looks like
at least 50.
That's crazy.
Right? I mean, that's just crazy. And so
it's going to be angled like that.
Yeah, it has it sits in an angle inside there like that.
Wow.
And then this thing is rated at 2,000 watts, 16 hertz to 140.
Dang.
24-inch driver. Unbelievable.
That thing is just ginormous.
134 dB SPL max continuous.
That's loud.
Yeah. 456 pounds. I mean, and you're supposed to
reinforce your floor to have a pair of those on the front wall.
Incredible.
Collapse.
Interesting, but yeah, that's just big.
I mean, this is just basic. It's commercial theater equipment, and when it really comes down to it, all the Mag Theatron stuff is.
Yeah, it is.
I really like the wall of sound that they had at the
Avalon wall.
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, I really did too.
Wait, did they have it fired up though? They didn't have it. They didn't have it.
No, they had it playing.
Wasn't there for that.
Yeah, they had it.
These things are meant for a larger cubic volume of space of what we're putting them in. That
100%. I mean, my room that I had it in was way too small for. But I mean, it sounded amazing. So. I want to get a room maybe 20% bigger than my last one, and it should be fine. I mean, this stuff will be perfect in there. So I'm hunting for a room, guys. And I was going to throw this out there because I know we've got some guys listening that are in Florida. So we sold the house that my theater was in. It was in a converted garage, sort of like Don's. So I'm now in my townhome, my permanent, my homestead anyway, that I've been in for 30 years. And my entire theater, speakers, amps, cables, panels, sound panels, it's all piled up in my dining room of my townhome right now, sitting there for who knows how long it's going to be. I don't think I'm going to be established in a new home because it would in less than 60 or 90 days. So I'm just thinking, if there's somebody out there that really that's in the business or is a theater enthusiast, you have a room that is sort of ready to be set up and you want to, or you have a room sort of like Don's where you could temporarily put stuff in. If anybody wants to have this thing, I got the rack with the anthem, the whole deal, and the amplifiers and enough cabling and everything to do all this, just set it up in somebody's room, at least temporarily. Because I was thinking, ideally, it would be really cool if there's somebody out there, because you know how it is now. It's so hard to go out and listen to stuff. If you're in the market to put a theater together, the places to go and actually hear stuff in person, we're all taking guesses by ordering online and looking at specs. If you want to hear it as a good reference, hear what 7.1.4 system would sound like in your place, we could do a temporary setup and have you check it out, sample it. So if anybody's interested, if they're in Florida within like a decent driving distance and you want to do something like that, or if somebody's got a house in a room that they want to rent me with an efficiency, I'm in the market for a new home. So, and while I got you guys here, I think there's a perfect audience for this. I don't know if this is going to be, if you guys are going to find this as fascinating as I do. So I'm in a situation right now where I'm needing to like kind of relocate and figure out where my next home is going to be. I started doing some research. So they call middle-aged, what do they call middle-aged? Over 50, right? I'm over 50. I'm single. I've never been married. I don't have kids, and I've always pretty much lived alone. I've done cohabitating a couple of times, right? In 1980, for men over 50, the percentage of them that were all those things, never married, no kids, living alone, was 7% of men over 50. Let me let you guys take a wild guess what you think that percentage went up to in 2025.
Well, you're saying it went up, so that means less people got married and had kids, right?
Exactly.
So
more guys caught on.
20%.
32.
Ah.
So it's a force to be reckoned with. I mean, that's a market out there. You know what I mean? And I'm finding myself needing to buy a new home. So I've got a townhome I've had for 30 years. I got a lot of cash, available with that. We just sold our family home, and I've got money to work with from that. And now I've grown into being an audiophile home theater guy that I have to have a room now for the rest of my life. So I now have,
if you'd like a sugar daddy, please apply.
Right. So I need to find a place. Now I was thinking about this though, and ever since the pandemic, with everybody being so independent and independent contractors and artists and business people that work from home and everything, that there's a need now for guys like us, that we need a home that has a big room. And let's forget home theater, forget music. I mean, what about the artist, the guy that does big paintings and stuff? He probably lives in an apartment, has a commercial place. The ideal home for guys like us, and now there's 32% of the guys over 50 are fall in this category. We need a home that has one big room, and basically the rest of it just the same as like an efficiency of an apartment somewhere. You know what I mean?
A warehouse.
Well, yeah, guys do that too. They convert a warehouse into a little
in the industrial area.
That's what I would do. Just buy a warehouse and throw some.
The only other thing I want out of it is property that's big enough to have the closest home, be.
You're not going to find that around here.
50 or 100. That's where I was going with this. I think I've priced out of Broward County now. It's just not going to be able to find a home that's built like that.
Maybe you may be able to get something in the Davie area, like the further south heading.
Southwest ranches out there.
Yeah. Well, not there are some big.
Well, here's the thing: if I go to one of these,
North Florida, Georgia,
Ocala,
Yeah.
Ocala.
Even Central
Right.
Florida, if you go like between here and Lakeland and the Avon Park area, Zephyr, I guess Zephyr Hills maybe is over there. Anyway, there's a couple of little pockets of places where you could literally buy land and build on it however you want, and it's relatively affordable. And you might not have a neighbor closer than 100 yards away.
So this is my
Hey,
Mag
check it out.
Theatron video that I haven't worked on yet that I begged Ike not to put out so that I could do this from Cedia. So,
Oh yeah.
here, I'm debuting it right
man.
now. Debuting it right now. Here you go.
Now, wait a
There's
minute.
the Mag Theatron. You know what? I actually like
They
these.
didn't have
speakers.
those hooked up.
These speakers remind me of the Kalos speakers, right?
Yeah.
The new JTR Kalos speakers. So these remind me of those with the
That's the Falcon.
with the Perlison drivers in there with the checkerboard drivers, right? So, but this is the wall that I was just talking about.
That's
It
nice.
was insane. I love the look of that. It looks
Yeah, it looks amazing. Yeah, I really
That's
did.
cool. I do like. Yeah, that's very nice. Yeah, I like. Sometimes we'll when we're designing things, we like to design these speaker arrays behind the screen that look like that. It's pretty awesome. They've already done it for you.
I thought they gave a demo of it. I was trying to.
Oh, those are my speakers. Those are S8s, the surround 8s. That's what I have
Yeah.
for my rears.
My camera like turned here, so I gotta that would be an edit out right there,
I
guys.
know, man.
That's the new. Those are the new Atmos speakers, the CS6s.
Well, you could always rotate it in editing.
You get that extra half a foot of height because you get
There you
those
go.
recessed. Yep, there's the 8s, the M8s.
I like the
those.
slimline ones right here too, the S4s. Those look
Mhm.
That's the CS44. That's the Atmos speaker I have. There's the new CS66. Those are big. God, it's huge. Look at the size of the ports on those things too.
Bag Theatron.
Yeah, so I
Good
really
for-
liked the look of that wall though. I mean, it was awesome.
Right, that's pretty. I like that.
But they didn't have that fired up. We didn't get to listen to that.
I thought they did. I can't
No,
remember.
it just looks like you can hear it.
No.
No, I mean it's just they
Right.
couldn't do it because we were outside of the listening rooms.
I see.
Mhm.
Yeah,
But-
but it looks fantastic. I love the look of it for sure.
Yeah.
Are those the 18s in there or 15s? I think those are 18s.
I'm not
Pretty
sure. But anyway,
Yeah, good stuff. And
So
as
you-
far as the I also have a photo of that, of the front page of that Arvolution, the Pro 8K TV. I was all set to do an unboxing and preview and presentation of it, and I got sidetracked for a while. It was in a reboot loop on me for like the first few times I tried it. I thought I had a defective player. I was like, oh man. So I put it away, I put it in a box and got ready to take it over to Don's. And we were going to also try it one more time at Don's to see before I sent it back to France. And of course, like a dork, I discovered that it has a 115 230 switch on the back of it that didn't get switched. So
There you go.
and that's all it needed to do. And then after I did that, it worked perfectly. So, happens to the best of us.
so Bill,
yeah.
your opinion, because I've already talked about it. What was your opinion of the 8K upscaling?
I was very impressed. Especially when you were showing me the difference between the Arvolution doing it and the Lumigen doing it. Was that how you were doing it? We're doing
No,
comparison?
just the Arvolution versus the projector doing it.
Projector Arvolution. Right?
Yeah, projector Arvolution, because the projector can upscale also.
Well, that's the first time I've ever seen that because I've never really seen anything in the 8K realm.
Right.
So I was very impressed. I was like, because I thought it was going to be gimmicky and okay, whatever. But it was definitely noticeable. And I do believe in some cases there you may fall into a too much resolution situation, like where you go beyond what the director intended and it's a little too crisp and sharp. Maybe
Mhm.
I didn't see that, but it made me think that that's something you could stumble upon when doing that. I don't know.
Yeah.
What did you think? Because I
I
thought
thought it was phenomenal. I'll be honest with you. I opened the show with, I thought it was so good that I may be upscaling all, and this is why I just talked about getting my projector out of the room, because it gets a little noisy once you play it at full brightness
Mhm.
and 8K.
Mm.
So I made an opening statement saying that the Arvolution may be my sole way of watching this from now on instead of my K-Scape, so that I can upscale to 8K, because I thought it was that much of a difference.
Well, I was on the verge of calling the product a game changer just because of the Dolby Vision and Netflix that is so noticeable on my playback. I was like, whoa, this is, what did I watch? War Machine, I think. And it was Dolby Vision. And I just thought, this can't, the disc, I didn't have the disc, so I couldn't make a comparison, but I was like, this is just, I mean, this, if you told me this was a disc, I would believe you. That's how good it
Right.
was. But and I thought, man, to just have that at your fingertips and remain, not that changing the input source is a big pain in the ass, but you don't have to. You're right there. You just flip back to the game while you're listening to, you're like demoing stuff and like, oh, let's check on the game, and just go right into the TV section. And I don't know, it's cool. It's NVIDIA Shield on steroids in an Arvolution player that you can store content and access content on your network. Now, I remember, did you explain that the 8K upscaling doesn't happen with the TV hub though? It's just,
correct. Yeah. So it's
just for files.
Mm.
But the ability to do Dolby Vision like it does is pretty damn impressive.
Hmm.
And so far they've got it, I guess, all figured out on Netflix. I do believe you can do Dolby Vision on HBO Max too with it. So,
and one last question. 3D. What did you think of Fire and Ash?
that was my first experience of 3D without, like the red and blue glasses at the theater, which is probably the only other way I've done 3D. And that was just phenomenal, just magical. He goes, let me just show you the beginning of what is it, the new Avatar? What's it called? Fire and Water?
Fire and Ash.
Fire and Ash. And he just put it on from the beginning. And after 9 minutes or whatever we watched, I wanted to sit there and watch the whole movie, because it was just like, it was so, I was just brought right into it.
So speaking of that,
I had this idea of 3D of being cheesy my whole life. And
so I belong to 3D groups, and people ask, how's the 3D on Fire and Ash? So this will tell you here exactly what people are thinking about. Reference quality, it's literally the bar the industry created. Yeah, it's fantastic. 3D is better
than the movie.
Yeah, 3D is good, so it's brilliant. Look, man, I'm telling you, it's a third dimension, and that is true. It is. There is so much depth in this film. I mean, it is unbelievably crazy. Look, solid overall, good depth, and some good pop out scenes. Right. So there's a scene where the guy is diving, and he picks up a bow. He brings it out of the water, and like a feather, like literally comes right across your face. It is an absolute root example of artistic perspective, correct, non-gimmicky 3D presentation. I'm telling you guys, you got to see it. It's a must. It is a reference disc just to watch for the 3D, for visuals. It is unbelievable. So anyway, I'm glad that Bill enjoyed it. We'll have to sit down and watch. We'll have to watch the full movie, man, for sure. So I've not seen the full movie yet in 3D. So you're more than welcome to come over and check it out for sure.
Hmm.
But
so are you buying that?
Buying what?
The Arvolution 8K TV?
I have the 8K.
Yeah, but that's right, you do. But you don't have the upscaling in there. The same, is it?
No, it should. That's why it's called 8K, right?
Same 8K one.
Yeah.
That's
The
true.
only new stuff is just the TV stuff that was added.
Oh, that's
to-
right. You do have that. Oh, so you never did that before? You never got
Never did it before. Never did it before.
Oh wow.
Just you were here, so I figured we'd try it out. So
Yeah, I was kind of checking it out. Just I was kind of while y'all were talking, looking at what the Arvolution does compared to what's going on internally in the JVC. I think the biggest thing that probably made the most notable difference is the fact that the Dolby VS10 12-bit processing for the tone mapping is where that's what the Arvolution does, as opposed to JVC just doing
Correct.
a frame adapt HDR. So there's not
yeah, the
No.
JVC is basically like your Panasonic.
it's,
right?
it's an optical
Mhm,
enhancement. This is a digital processing enhancement. So
mhm.
that's probably where you notice like the punch and the vividness probably pop out, is in what it's doing with tone mapping with that. If I had to take a guess, but I can see it now that I'm kind of looking at what it's doing. I say, oh, that probably is probably what is.
Yeah, and I think they pride themselves on that, and the default settings that they put in there are ideal.
Yeah.
You chase your tail if you go in there and try to switch that stuff around. They've got it set to the for most panels and projectors, they've got it set.
Now, it says AI 8K upscaler, so I don't know exactly how AI is. So I guess there's some algorithm they've got figured out that does their 8K upscaler.
Sort of like NVIDIA Shield does.
Yeah.
But you do have a small. Now this is new in their newest update. You can adjust it. I think low, medium, and high. Before it was just either on or off.
On the Arvolution.
On the Arvolution now.
Okay. Where did y'all have it set at?
Right? Did we do it? Didn't we do it? Didn't we have low, medium, and high, Don? When we were playing with it?
I don't recall. I just know that we originally. I know you changed a couple settings originally, and then when I grabbed the remote, we went in, we changed it to full 8K.
It's been a while since I played with it, so I can't think
Yeah.
off the top of my head. But yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know we changed a couple sharpness settings and stuff like that.
Well,
And-
having more pixels is one thing. Like that always to me was like that's a good thing, but it's what you're doing with dynamic tone mapping and wide color gamut.
It's the engine of what's doing that.
Mhm.
that's
Yeah,
really
that's where you see
right,
that's where the difference is coming from.
right.
Not
And,
necessarily-
that's what I said. You asked me. I said, look, the JVC's processing is just not as good as.
Yeah, because now that I understand, now that I kind of looked at, I can see what you're saying. Yeah, definitely, because and it's doing it on the signal side. It's doing it on the source side, not optical.
Correct.
Yeah, so lots more is going on in that Arvolution.
Mhm.
on the source
And
side.
like I mentioned before, even the originals of PD, like I mean, when it upscaled the Blu-ray,
Yeah.
they called it Magic. They used to call it like Magic something, and they got rid of it. But the upscaling in the Zapedi was phenomenal too, from Blu-ray to 4K. I thought I was watching 4K the whole entire time. It would upscale.
Right. And we were doing that all the time in the Zapedi office when I first started. We would
Mhm.
watch a disc through like the little cheap Sony Blu-ray player from Best Buy,
Mhm.
and then rip it and watch it from the NAS on the Zapedi player, and it was just wow. You much rather rip it and watch it there than watch the disc. I mean, on basic players,
Mm.
Magnetar, I even feel like I have the Magnetar 800, and I feel like it could be psychological. Like I feel like I'm getting a better image on my NAS with my Arvolution player than I do from the Magnetar.
From the
I don't know.
Magnetar. So you
I
got
don't know. I mean, it should be. on
Is it
paper.
the new Magnetars? that you
No,
have?
it's not the Mark II,
The original. Okay.
but I do have the original 800. I mean, it's it's not like night and day or anything, but it just feels smoother too. I don't know,
Interesting. Yeah.
but who knows?
So,
I
So-
try to make a point of watching if I like buy something new. I'll
there
watch.
it is. It was called Magic Pixel, is what it was.
Oh right, Magic Pixel. I do remember that. I try to make a point of watching new media when I get like a disc on my Magnetar player first, to sort of get a reference, and then after I rip it, if I see it again, and I always feel like most of the time I felt like the Arvolution looked better,
Yeah. No, I mean it's
but marginal at best.
right, right. Yeah, I mean it's it's a great player. I know it has the background as a PD, and unfortunately what happened was the PD and everything else like
Well,
that.
the whole Zapiti thing was a lawsuit over the name
Mhm.
rights and some ownership things.
Mhm.
The fact that Arvolution is, if you add up the time that Zapiti was around in Arvolution, it's the same company basically, and they're still in the game, and
Yeah.
they're it's a household name in Europe. I mean, it's France especially, but they're just having a hard time getting a big enough footprint in the States. It still seems like esoteric, I guess is the word I'm looking for. But and then Arvolution has this brand new chassis that they made for the Panasonic, is it?
Yeah, I just saw that come out. So you
And
for
now
the
they
sun
have it with
for
the
the s-
player included, all in one, and it's all ready to go. That's pretty wild.
Mm.
It
yeah,
just
it's a
released
conversion kit for either the Sony or the Panasonic.
that.
One of the two.
I can't remember. I think it's this. I thought it was the Panasonic, but
We'll
that
go
was a
to the
kit for a
Arvolution.
while, and now they also have it all complete together, just assembled with the Panasonic player, whatever. Unless it's Sony, I don't know. But that's pretty cool.
What's the difference between the Zadu or the Arvolution? It's got the Zadu.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can.
So they're
figure
very
out-
similar, I think. It's just the interface that Arvolution uses is our video, and it's. I don't have the same. I don't have experience with the Zadu, but I can't imagine that the Zadu is as customizable as the R video stuff is. Because if you put the app on your computer, you rip something, it gets identified, or it gets incorrectly identified, you can fix it, put your own artwork. Yeah, there's the new chassis.
Yeah, it was a Sony.
It is the Sony.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's the DIY one, and then if you go here, I think it's got the full
Yeah, there's a brand new.
thing set up for it. So
That's the kit again, but
Yeah.
yeah.
like you said, I saw the email come out for this, so it's
Right. So, I mean, I'm pretty happy with my Magnetar. So, but I mean,
and I think they just came out with like another signature version too, right?
Magnetar.
No, this Arvolution Pro Player 8K TV.
Oh yeah, and I
TV
believe,
signature
if
too.
I'm not mistaken, Authentic Cinema. Yeah, I see signature edition. I don't know that that's going to be available in the States. And if they continue what they did, because I think since there's a third party involved, I think there's a situation where I know they did this with what was the player? The player one had one, but the signature edition was only available in Europe.
See, I still have my signature Zapedia edition.
Yeah,
I'm
that was
thinking-
you mean you have the Zapidi,
I was a beast, man.
the Zapidi signature was
Mhm.
the model, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
that thing was. That was
Yeah.
pre Dolby Vision.
The
No, it
latest
wasn't. That was-
A1 Kodak up to 8K resolution. Yeah.
But yeah, so I can check on it, but I don't know that that's going to be available in the States just because of a support situation. The support
see.
isn't as easy on that.
The biggest thing for me with this thing is when you look at the comparison charts is, and now I haven't tested this fully, but I'm going to go to
I really
it.
want you to play with it a little bit and kind of give us a little bit more now that you've got it. And I've got another influencer. That guy from Tone Magazine is going to do a review on it. I have to send it out to him.
Okay. So
when
yeah,
you're
so
done. Yeah.
the biggest thing for me is like the very first Arvolution. It's not the 8K, it's just the 4K, right? That one had the 3D frame packing.
Yeah, it did. And it
But
was all
this one
because-
is side by side and top and bottom. So
Yeah,
I need to test the difference between the two of those.
okay, yeah.
And see what it is.
That was because of the chip. It was
Right.
only able that was the thing.
Which I don't know if I'm going to see a difference or not.
Huh.
So
Interesting.
I definitely want to see it because with
All
I
the
use-
customers I dealt with the 3D guys, they really wanted that regular player one.
the frame pack, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Without
know-
trying it out, but I mean they just
yeah, I just want to see if there's
Yeah, I think
a
it's the
major
chipset
difference.
because after they moved to the newer chipset, right? I think they lost some of the
Yeah, exactly. We
features
went
for
to the newer
3D.
chipset. The first chip set that we did for the player one became scarce. And when they went to replace it, the only thing they could get was one that was 8K, but they couldn't keep the same 3D version that they had.
Okay, so this was the one of the original ones. So if we go down here to like the, let's go back to the specs if they have it here, what the difference is. I don't know if they had it on this first page or not because it was the first one. It might have been on the other. Yeah, so it just had like the regular punch outs.
There's your technical specs.
Video. I'm saying what here 3D hardware open. GL. It didn't have like the side by side comparisons, but when you go to the next version, that's when they started putting that on the website,
Right.
so you can see the
Right.
difference.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Here we go. Maybe right here. Let's see. Oh, 3D. Where's
He's
it
got,
at? Yeah.
he's got his 3D radar on.
Player 1 8K. It should show it here. Come
Yeah,
on.
this is just
There we
side
go.
side by
Yeah.
side.
So now you got the Player 1, the Player 1 8K, and then the Player 1 Signature Edition. So when you go down here to 3D, you see it says frame packing.
Only on the original one,
Only on the original one,
which you can't get anymore.
which is exactly what my Panasonic 9000 does, is the frame packing.
Okay, that's what we saw the other night.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So I do want to test it out and see what the difference between the two of them are.
Okay, that would be good to know for me.
So
for my customers.
I'll rip the Fire and Ash, and then I'll put it on that same hard drive. And
Just want to throw it out there. I did sell one of those. So the Arvolution NAS that they have for Europe only. I'm able to get my hands on those in case anybody wants one. That's the Arvolution NAS storage. The one they make for the States doesn't have the built-in Blu-ray drive for you to just, one button press rip. But the Europe version does for obvious reasons. And a little bit of wink wink, I can get my hands on those if needed. So if anybody's interested in them, they're like $3,500, but it's everything. It's all in one. You put the Blu-ray in, there you go. Pop the Blu-ray in there, close it, walk away, and you got a rip.
What is that using? It's using Make MKV, right?
Yeah, it uses Make MKV. It's got all the macro.
And it's ripping it as an MKV or an ISO?
ISO. And they'll do BDMV folders too.
Mm-hmm.
And what I noticed was this customer that I got one for him, and then they sent it to me first. So when I set it up, I helped the guy format his discs and stuff. It is remarkably quiet. It's for some reason, I have the Zapiti NAS. I have the original Zapiti NAS from years ago, which works perfectly. But this one, this one they made it extra quiet, and it's noticeably quiet. I didn't even have the top on at the time because I had to open this thing up to the drawer. The disc drawer was a little bit dislodged because it got shook up in shipping a little bit, so I had to tighten that back up. I had the top off of it, and I was ripping a disc, and I noticed, is this thing even ripping? It's so quiet. It was really cool. So I recommend it.
That's pretty cool.
It's got my thumbs up. It's got my seal of approval. So
TKC, I do have the Z9X Pro, the 8K, and it's collecting dust.
why?
Like if you notice when I was because I use the Arvolution, right, over the Z2.
So what's the interface like on Z2? I haven't played with one. Is it similar to the R video, where it's like you get the kaleidoscope type display of
I
titles
think
and
it's a
everything?
50-50. Paul will say he loves the Z2 version, right? I think Z2, a lot of people like the Z2, just like, certain people. I would say I prefer the Arvolution, but that's what I use more, right? And
Right,
but-
you're just used to it.
Yeah, I'm just used to it. And
Well, I'm a
think
freak
I like
now.
the
I like-
layout.
I-
and the
I
So,
rip-
speed
Bill,
of
you're
it.
you're the music guy, right? You listen to a ton of music. I know you. I know.
Well, I also
Oh.
I rip a lot of multi-channel and Dolby Atmos albums and stuff, and they don't get identified. So I'm a freak now. I'll rip
So-
something. If I don't find it now, but I'm very surprised. Like Jeff Buckley Grace was just released on Atmos and 5.1 Blu-ray, and I popped it in there, ripped it, and it came up as so it's very interesting. It got identified as like Jeff Buckley Sessions or something, some other video he released a long time ago. So it wasn't the right title. So then I went in there though, and all I did was take out a couple of things on the title in the entry and just changed it to Jeff Buckley, and then pressed enter, and then about 15 choices came up, and one was Jeff Buckley Grace 2026, and it was already there with all the metadata, the time, running time, photos, background, everything for that particular album. But most of the time, if it doesn't get identified, I'm all over it. I get on the app, I download a new poster for the background, I get the best version of the cover of the album that I can. So that's what I really appreciate about Harvolution. You really can personalize it, go in and just make the covers be however you want. And then once you add something, like if you get an unidentified disc, identify it, do your own artwork, put the metadata in, the director and the actors and everything, it goes into the community, into the database, and it gets reviewed to make sure that it's cool, and then that gets added to the database. So like if you got the Alan Parsons Pyramid album now and ripped it and pulled it up on our video, you'd get all the artwork and stuff that I created for that album, that kind of thing. It's pretty cool.
That's cool. That's cool. So how he asks is how does the FLAC work? Playing FLAC.
It just plays it. It just knows. It just recognizes FLAC like anything
Okay.
else. The only thing that it won't do is multi-channel FLAC gapless. But I don't know if anything does. I haven't found anything that does. Not even VLC will play multi-channel 5.1 anyway. FLAC files gapless. It's a pain in the ass.
So someone confirmed that the Zudu also upscales and has the same AI picture quality features if you're interested in those.
It plays smooth Blu-ray gapless branching playback. The Zudu. So
Well-
I'm surprised the
Well, Blu-ray is it'll always
Yeah.
be gapless in
Yeah.
Blu-ray, but
per audio, yeah.
So I mean, there's a guy,
once you start an album on Blu-ray that's an Atmos
Yeah.
5.1, it's just like watching a movie. It just, it goes
Yeah,
from one
pretty
song to the next, no problem.
So TKC, I think you're gonna get your fans of everything, right?
Yeah.
Zudu, right? Rich, who's
Yeah,
on the
Rich
show a lot.
loves
He loves his Zudu.
He knows it very well, not just
yeah,
the-
and-
Dune,
and-
he
and-
knows
Dune,
it.
Dune is another player that's just like it too,
Mhm.
right? I think
Yeah.
that the Arvolution
Yeah.
player basically
Yeah,
is.
Dune.
Is a Dune? Yeah, all of them are a Dune.
They're all the same
Mm-hmm.
basic
Yeah, it's
underlying.
OEM product.
Because when you look them up on your network, a lot of times it'll say Dune player.
It does.
Right.
Sometimes.
So, but yeah, no. So I think it's just going to be whatever the flavor you like, right? The Arvolution has its functionality. Is it different than the Zudu? The only one on this show that I think that can clearly speak on that would be Ike, because he's got all the different players. You got the
Yeah.
Shield, you got the Zudu, you got the
I have
the
the Dune,
Arvolution.
but it's still sitting
got
in
the
the
Dune,
box. I haven't even
yeah.
unboxed. It's
and,
fucking
and
year
you've done
old.
and you've demoed the Kaleidoscape, right?
Yeah,
so,
the Classic for 6
Yeah.
so he's
months.
had all the different players. So, go watch his videos. Don't give the answer. Go watch his videos, so he can get that 69-cent AdSense from you. and no, seriously. But Ike, what is summarized in a brief minute, because we're extending past time here, but summarize in a brief minute or two. What are your thoughts?
Man, Kaleidoscape is just above all of them because interface, ease of access, and all of that to what
Different.
you need.
Different
And then-
animal though. obviously.
Yeah, and then I would take the Evolution, especially the 8K player. Now I haven't reviewed the Zidu equivalent, the 8K equivalent, but because they have the big boy, the 8000 one that they had that came out last year. I think Paul has it and he hasn't even turned it on. So I'm
I
about
will
to
have
ask
to
you to ship.
review it.
Okay, just ship that to me and I'll review
I
it.
got to admit, that's a good looking player.
No, it looks good. That's the one thing. That's amazing. It looks
That
good.
is no doubt is very
You need
good.
to ship that to me, Paul, so I can review it. I'll do straight up comparisons.
You'll
You
get
know.
it back in 3 years, Paul.
Said
No, I
Chaffee
will.
was
No,
Yeah.
if you send me this one, I will do it.
Said
because a
Chaffee
lot
the
of people
same
ask
exact
about it.
size as a player.
Yeah, it's all the same things.
Yeah.
Probably the same Saber Dax. This has like all
Yeah.
the. After you guys,
Well, there's no
talking about
DAX in the Arvolution players because there's no analog output on it.
It's got,
Yeah.
it's got all kinds of things. Anyways,
Yeah. So, but yeah. So
Yeah,
So,
I'll take our
now I'm
the
gonna have
8K.
to plug it in and see if the upscaling, even just on the 4K,
It should be good though.
upscaling the colors, if it does anything. I'll have to.
I bet you'll see a nice difference
I'm gonna check it out.
for sure. All right, and just want to give a quick update. We had our first home theater picture. What do they call that? Pictionary type of review.
Picture
Or
tour.
tour.
Picture tour.
Right? I'm trying to get the words out, but we got an update from Musan.
Oh.
He wanted to share with us that he built a riser for the back seat. So he was
Oh,
for the back
nice.
seat. So he was building a riser for his theater.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, so he wanted to share that nice update with us that he
Oh, that's nice.
puts this together and built the riser.
Awesome. I'm looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to getting my new home, whatever it is, and just building from scratch. Now that I know everything that I know, and being able to do certain things for a fraction of the price that an integrator would do, I was just doing it myself. So I'm just gonna document the whole thing and just get this new adventure going. I'm looking forward to it. You know,
Awesome.
Cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah, so he says a little while ago I had the opportunity to showcase my home theater on your podcast, and I wanted to share the update. Over the past few weeks, I have completed a major upgrade by building a custom seating riser. The project designed to improve sight lines, seat comfort, and overall cinema experience for guests. The riser has now been fully completed, carpeted, and integrated into the room. In addition to the riser, I've made several other improvements and refinements throughout the theater, including adjustments to the seating layout, acoustic treatments, and overall room presentation. So I've attached some new photos. So he also has like a Google Drive. I've requested access to that.
Yeah,
So maybe he'll give us access to that, and we can continue to do updates on Musan's theater.
Yeah,
So
and there was a video too. I don't know if you.
I didn't
that.
see a video.
There's an MP4. It's at the very top of the email.
Yeah, it wouldn't. I could when I tried to click on that, that's when it said I didn't have access. So maybe you could share that.
Okay.
Next week.
Yeah, I'll do it next week.
Uh-huh.
All right, everyone.
just
Listen.
want to make
uh,
one correction because I just said a few minutes ago that the Arvolution players don't have analog outputs, but they do.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm surprised. It's probably the same. Anyway,
So if you are interested in purchasing Arvolution, Bill, how can I get a hold of you, sir?
Well, you can get murphonics@gmail.com. Also murphonicshometheater.com is my website. And I have no problem giving my phone number. So I mean 954-249-5809. Get directly to me. And you can also, if you need Arvolution, Don, we can hook you up. So I mean we can make them available from you too.
No problem.
There's no official distribution for Arvolution in the States now, and Robert at Value Electronics is selling them, and I think maybe just one or two other dealers besides me. but we can get our hands on them, and you're welcome. Obviously, you're welcome to go to Robert if you trust him, if you've somebody that uses him. But Don can get his hands on them through me, and I can get them. I can answer any questions that you have by email or phone anytime. I appreciate you guys letting me come on the show with you guys tonight.
Yeah, no problem.
No,
So,
awesome.
and then if you have any other theater needs, design,
If anybody's
acoustic
got a room they
panels.
want to build, if anybody's got a house they want to build a room in, let me know.
So check out Abe at 3dsquared.com.
Thank you.
And if you'd like to be a guest, oops, I hit the wrong button there. Cancel
Uh-oh.
that. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please shoot us an email to hometheaterhublive@gmail.com. I believe we have 2 guests scheduled for next week. Not next week, but 1 guest for next week, 1 guest for the following week. So we
Nice.
should have some theater tours. I
Oh,
look forward to that. And then
I'll be here for that. And then
that'd be awesome.
so would you possibly be available one other night next week besides Thursday night, maybe to do a quick shot on my channel?
yeah, absolutely.
All right, that may happen. I've got Michael Stevens next week myself, so I'm gonna.
Awesome.
nice.
Awesome.
Turn
Yeah,
up,
We're
David.
we're pulling in the big dogs.
Yeah, no, I
yeah.
mean, he's
You don't
all
need
about-
me after that. I can't follow
gonna be
that.
mostly about the South
Yeah,
Florida
we got to come before Michael, man. We can't
community.
I can't follow that act right there. So
Your
So,
viewership is just gonna go like this.
for that YouTube algorithm, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification, all that good stuff for the upcoming notifications that Ike is going to put out 5 minutes before the show to come watch the show.
Also visit Inside the Home Theater on.
I did this at 7 a.m. this morning, man.
You did it at 7. I don't know. I opened
7
up my.
a.m.
I literally was sitting on the couch maybe it was a reminder for me because it was like 10 minutes
That was
before.
the
It was
second
like,
reminder.
yeah, there you go.
from YouTube. Since you
All
need
right.
one to come to your show.
Yeah, I was very late today, so it was unlike me. I almost pulled I still beat Paul, and I was
Yeah.
a minute.
I don't come on until it's
I
go
was-
time.
I was like 2 minutes before the show started. And I still beat Paul. So
I got to go back and watch the first hour and a half that I missed to see what I missed.
Oh, man.
That's what
all
I'll do.
right.
All right,
Until
boys.
next
thank
time,
you.
lights down, sound up, and don't blame us for your next upgrade.
upgrade.
See you next week.
Or do.